wop meal, bitty wop meal, ba-doo down.
A year, huh? Neat.
Shoo-bitty wop meal, bitty wop meal, ba-doo down.
2 years. Which is long enough to watch the entirety of the X-Files at * least twice.
With apologies for the very short delay at the beginning of this. Just fixing up, players have to have a last second switch around of the matches, so I am going to reload the correct parameters into the game and then we'll get going very soon. Good evening, and welcome to Game Night on the last day of November, Tuesday the 30th of November. Hope you're all keeping well. Apologies for the delay at the beginning there. I had a small moment of difficulty in getting hold of one of the competitors, but I thought it was probably my fault because I only announced this morning that I was switching the fixtures around. And so that I went to change the fixtures over, and then competitors all turned up, so we're going with the original plan. But fixing the fixtures, yes. So the plan is what it was originally, which is not what it was originally. But hey, that's a thing. Good evening to you all. Hope you're keeping well on this rather warm for November evening. It's absolutely mad weather at the moment. It was Baltic cold at the weekend, and then today I was out again in a t-shirt. It's sort of dry but a bit windy. It's just. I don't know what's going on. Crazy weather. Anyway, I hope you're all well. I've got a new Game Night controller that I built this afternoon, which should make distributing medals a little bit easier. It's going to be a baptism of fire with bidding war a bit later on. It also means I now have control over what number goes on the end of the bonus one. So I can do things like this. And it means that the time could be upon us soon when I could finally force the magic number into the position. Oh, goodness me, that came through rather quickly. Total claims, is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. No, it is correct. It suddenly all the names just appeared at once rather than populating one at a time. I can now see who has claimed a bonus, as well as how many in real time, which is quite handy. And all my chat tracker that I had before is now all active in this same app. So I can say, good evening to Topper One Gaming, Big Man Aaron, Matt the Ref, Colo, Lupine, Puzzle Dan, hello Samster and Zeus and AB Me and Jogging Chump, Shapes and Joe, Lewis and Tabstop, Effrontery, Danny, Salem Prugs, Brand New Halo, Quizface, good evening Dogfish and Dante, Clive and Rubix and Natter and Energy, hello to Jay White and Mithers, Scorecount and Quizzle, Innis and Oni, welcome to Cycle Space, and Toot and Riff and David, Claire, Jack, Pum and Ben, Jerry Eris, and anyone else who is lurking in the chat, you are most welcome to be here. And I can now press a little button and all the names go white, because they were green before. And now if anyone new chats, that new name will come up green, so I'll never miss someone coming in. So, you know, little bonuses, little extra features like that, quality of life makes my life just that little bit easier. Let's stop that bonus right there as well. And that should be written straight away. You can now type pennies or rank, and it will tell you both of them at the same time. The app automatically updates. It still adds the pennies after the credits roll for any games that have pennies internally, so you'll have to wait for those before they're updated. And then how does it write them to the drive? It writes them to the drive when I set another bonus, probably. Yeah, I'll figure that out. Anyway, we should get on with the show because we've got a lot to get through tonight. We have got the quarterfinals of Buzz Off beginning this evening. 2 games first of all, back to back, and then we will go into the war to end all wars. It is Bidding War coming up about 9:30 this evening. I think everything is set up and ready to go. I am going to share my screen with the players who are waiting nervously in the wings for this quarterfinal to begin. I think we should put them out of their misery and meet who we're going to be playing tonight. We have got Oni versus Claire. To both of you, a very warm welcome and good evening. Hang on 1 second and I'll unmute you. Good evening.
Good evening.
How's everyone doing?
Mild.
Mild, okay.
Mild, exactly. Mild.
Mild is a good way to be. Oni, let me come to you first. Obviously, this is your third match here. And you have seen off, let me go back through the list, it's Sotley in the last game and Sparrow Castle in the first round. I mean, it's a pretty fierce...
It was Matt the Ref.
Say again?
It was Matt the Ref.
Was it? Oh, so it was, yes, it was Sotley who beat Sparrow. Yes, I beg your pardon, Matt. Yes, it was Matt. It was Matt and it's Sotley. So some pretty stiff competition that you've had to get here. How are you feeling, other than mild, going into this quarter-final match?
Well, yeah, that first bit when I said, no, kind of a light. Yeah, this is... Oh, God. Oh, God. This is going to be tough.
It's getting serious. You're getting into the serious part as we have some only the strongest of the strong remaining at this point. So,
she's only been the Only Connect.
Well, that's half the alumni of Game Night have been on Only Connect. Or at least 3 I can think of, but possibly only 2. Anyway, even so, you've proven yourself to be quite a formidable contestant. That last game against Sotley, it was a bit back and forth, and then I think you pulled out some lightning quick answers out of the bag in the final round. Are you hoping that you're going to be able to match that this evening?
It's amazing what happens when the categories are in things you know, innit? Because the one immediately after that, I didn't have a Scooby at most of them.
Well, do wish you the very best of luck tonight, Oni. And of course, a place in the semi-finals awaits the winner of this game. And there can only be one out of 2, and the second is Claire. Claire, good evening.
Good evening.
Were you somewhat delayed this evening, or were you just AFK, or...
So on Tuesday nights I have Cubs until 8 o'clock, but it's quite short from where I live, so I'm just rushing to get out of the house.
I do recall you saying that you had a thing, but I wasn't sure if it was still sort of there was still a COVID thing going on. But to be fair, I only posted this morning that the time had officially swapped because Prugs, who we'll talk about a bit later on, Samson thinks he's been trying to play mind games on him by changing the time and when it's playing. But this is the plan, as such as it is. So. Oni in the quarterfinals. Then you've had one of the roughest or the toughest rides to get here because you've actually played 3, beating Riff in the 0th round, Inca in the first round proper, and then Clive of Legend in the 2nd round. I mean, those are some pretty formidable components, and you've gotten through all 3 of them. How are you feeling about how you've gotten on and facing Oni tonight?
Well, everyone's like I've been intimidated by everyone I've come up against, and I think it's just, I've had a good run. Like if it ends tonight, that's absolutely fine. I just want to have some fun.
That's what we'd like to hear. Of course, if you do get through to the semi-finals, this applies to both of you now, top 4 players in this tournament will end up with prizes. There will be a 3rd, 4th place playoff match as well. So if you win this tonight, you are guaranteeing yourself something in the prize pool.
Oh, you've made it tense now.
Put the extra pressure on you all. I did not mean to do that. I feel nothing but shame. But we do wish you both the very best of luck this evening. And it is a question pack from the Lupine one that you are going to be buzzing off against this evening. And
awesome.
In my foolishness, I have forgotten to add an override to allow an author bonus, mainly because actually in all these games that I've got here, I now do the author separately, and it made sense. But Buzzed Off is the one weird game where there's an there's author pennies, but not sort of audience pennies. So Lupine, I will have to add your author credit and your 50 pennies on manually a bit later on. But we thank you very much for this pack, and it is solid from end to end, and I think you'll have a great time with it. If you want to take part in the audience at home, remember that you can submit a title by whispering to Persephone's Twitch bot. And look, there's a new whisper command now as well, which is very exciting. The bot actually speaks back to you. Whisper a title, a suggested title from something that comes up tonight, either something funny or meme-worthy or memorable, and I will pick my favourite at the end depending on my mood, which one my favourite will be. Exclamation mark followed by a suggested title, whisper it to the bot, and I'll pick my favourite later on. So before we can get this game underway, we need to find out how you both go. So if you get to buzzer.dev, load it up, any name you like, and Oni, if you can type in this code, we'll hear that Oni sounds like this.
-5 stars!
And Claire saying to you, any name that you like in the buzzer room, this code, and we'll hear that Claire sounds like this.
Oh, a little bit of the bubbly.
So it's -5 stars versus a little bit of the bubbly. Oni versus Claire for a place in the semi-finals of this first Buzz Off tournament. Wish you both the best of luck. Let's go to round number 1. Round 1, as ever, is the trivia search. You'll be shown a 12 by 12 word search grid. All you've got to do is buzz in and tell me one of the words that fits in with the category that's displayed along the top. First one to get 3 points wins a point, and first to win 2 points wins the round and the chevron. If at any point you fall behind your opponent, a 30-second global clock will start. If that runs out, then you lose the point automatically and it goes to your opponent. If you buzz in and are incorrect, you are frozen out for 10 seconds, thus giving your opponent some free thinking time. And in addition to that, the letters will gradually be removed from the grid, hopefully making it a little bit easier. I'm just going to give myself a little bit more volume in my ear. That is still on my to-watch list. Good luck to you both. Fingers on buzzers. Here comes board number 1. Actors who have played or voiced Batman on screen. Relatively steady start.
Oh, a little bit of the bubbly.
And after 28 seconds, Claire is the first one to buzz.
I've got Keaton.
One more time.
Keaton.
Spell it for me.
Keaton.
Yeah, I missed the K at the beginning, but yes, I got it when you spelt it. Keaton is there, and only your clock's on.
Okay.
-5 stars!
And Oni.
Affleck.
Affleck is there, tying it up. Eventually, Jack, all the letters will go, and it should be fairly obvious. That's the logic.
-5 stars!
And Oni to take the lead.
Clooney.
Clooney is also there. Claire, your clock's on. Only needing one more for the first point.
Oh, a little bit of the bubbly.
And Claire to tie it up.
Got Kilmer.
Kilmer, yes. Kilmer is there as in Val. There is one more in there. Both clocks have stopped. It's 2 apiece. Next goal wins.
-5 stars!
Only for the point.
Arnott.
Arnott is right. Very well played. and taking that first point. Bit of back and forth there. Both of you had your clocks on, and it did come down to the final point, but Oni is the one who's going to steal this first board. Nicely done. All answers have been revealed. Let's go on to category number 2. Conifers.
Oh, a little bit of the bubbly.
We're not wasting any time here.
Cypress.
Cypress. It's a good start. Only your clock's on. $15 seconds only. Claire, you can still buzz and go further ahead if you see something else.
Thanks. I will.
So you've played 3 games and know the rules by now. Only getting into that danger zone.
You are stiffing me with this one.
Minus 5 stars!
The bing didn't go off, so Oni, what have you seen?
Spruce.
Spruce is
Just
there.
saw that one as well.
And apparently your clock has not
Minus
run
5
out.
stars!
And now to turn it round, Oni, what have you seen now?
Larch.
Yes, Larch is there. And now, Claire, the tables have turned, your clock is on. What a turnaround.
A little bit of the bubbly.
And Claire, to turn it around even further, what have you seen?
Juniper.
Juniper is there. And again, its next goal wins.
Minus 5 stars!
And Oni, with a microsecond left, can you take this point?
Cedar.
Cedar. Is Cedar there? I've never seen it get so... I really thought it had gone off. With, yes, with less than no time left, you have managed to stop that clock just before being buzzed out there. And following that, you've turned it round and you have managed to steal the first game. Well played.
Bravo.
Something borrowed time.
something borrowed time indeed. Good evening to more people joining us. It's Sotley, it's Sportsy, and Nicole Marie T. I think that was a new chatter there. Lovely to see you. And my green lights are working so I can see you're here. Welcome to you. Hope you're enjoying the game so far. So only taking that first chevron now, 5-4 against Claire. That was very close. I've not seen anything get that close before, despite only going to the second board, has to be said. And can I comment on both of you how you hold yourselves with much higher decorum in this game than I think I did when I played it the other day. I think I conducted myself with no decorum, but it was good fun all the same.
What is decorum, Precious?
I need to catch up on that. I haven't seen it.
No spoilers from me. No spoilers from me. But yeah, dude, it's I conduct myself with less decorum than you two are right now. Let's see if that decorum can be maintained as we go on to round number 2. Round 2 is the auction house. You'll be shown a category and you need to tell me how many things in that category you can name, either 1, 2 or 3. Your opponent then has a chance to outbid, +1, +2, +3, and we keep going back and forth until somebody decides to challenge their opponent. When the challenge is laid down, you must name as many things as you have bid on. If you can do that, then you get the point. If not, your opponent gets the point, and first to 2 points wins the round. For this round, you need to type into the little box. You've got about 20 seconds for each one, and hit the buzz button to lock your answer in. Without any further ado, let's go to the first auction house. The category is the 20 busiest container ports in the world in terms of container throughput in 2019. And Claire, you're opening the bidding. 1, 2 or 3?
I'm going to go for 3.
You're going 3. Oni, back at you. +1, +2,
I think
+3.
I think I'm going to follow up with 3.
+3.
+3, yes.
+3. We're up to 6. Claire, any more for any more?
+1.
We have 7. Oni?
Yeah, I think +1 as well.
We are at 8. Claire, any more?
No, I'm done.
You're done. Oni, 8
Yeah.
then.
Oh, I've never done this before.
20 busiest container ports in the world in terms of container throughput in 2019.
Minus 5 stars!
Starting off with Shanghai, or Shanghai. Is Shanghai one of the 20 busiest? Good start. 7 to go.
Minus 5 stars!
New York. Is New York one of the 20 busiest container ports in the world? It's not.
not.
Yeah, I'm afraid not. When I saw the answers come through, I thought, when I saw you bidding, I was thinking, bloody hell, this is going to be pretty tough, I think. But
I could have a pop at a couple that were going to be on my sort of left fieldy ones.
where else would you have gone?
I would have gone for Curitiba.
What does that start with?
C.
It's not there.
Good.
Claire, where would you have gone? Because, I mean, you were bidding quite highly there as well.
I had 3. I wrote Amsterdam, Dover, and Liverpool.
All 3 of which would have been incorrect.
There you go.
The answers there, the other 19, apart from Shanghai, Antwerp, Busan, Dalian, Dubai, Guangzhou, Hamburg, Hong Kong, Kaohsiung. I'm not very good at that pronunciation. Leam Chabang, Los Angeles, Ningbo, Zhoushan, Port Klang, Qingdao, Rotterdam, Shenzhen, Singapore, Tanjung Pelepus, Tianjin, and Xiamen were the correct answers.
I would have hung around the Chinese ones a bit, but I sure as hell wouldn't have gotten all of them. So
yeah. Well, New York, not a right answer, I'm afraid, giving Claire that first point. Let's go on to our second auction house. We are after the 20 most popular programming languages, according to the TIOBE Index as of November 2021. And Claire, you're opening the bidding.
3.
Starting with 3. Oni.
2.
Plus 2. We're at 5. Claire?
Plus 1.
We're at 6. Oni, any more?
Plus 1.
And we're at 7. Claire?
Go for it.
Okay, challenge has been laid down. Only second time. 7 of the 20 most popular programming languages according to the TIOBE Index.
-5 stars.
As of November 2021, we are starting off with Java. Is Java on the list? Yes, it is. 6 to go.
-5 stars.
So is that a typo? No. Is C there? Yes, it is.
Now, is C++ a separate language? I'm not going to gamble yet.
-5 stars.
We'll go for Python. I've certainly heard of Python. Is it one of the 20 most popular? It certainly is.
-5 stars.
Moving on to Ruby. 3 to go.
-5 stars.
And Lua. Is Lua up there? It's not there.
Guess what I got? Guess what I did at uni? Go on, take a guess.
Did you do computer science by any chance, Oni?
How'd you know?
You just got a computer science question wrong, and you've asked that specific question.
Well, Lua is what they write the like DDR simulators in, so it was always a bit of a risky one.
Lua's the one with like 3 equals sign, 3.
It's the one where they start counting at 1 instead of 0.
Oh yeah, no, screw that. Ain't nobody got time for that. To your point, C++ would have been a correct answer.
I would C# be by that regard.
Yes, C# is about number 4, I think. That's what this game's written in. Claire, would you where else might you have gone? Because again, you were bidding quite high there.
So I didn't know if HTML would count as one of those programming languages.
Unfortunately not.
But I also had all the C's, C#.
Yeah, so C#, C++.
Yeah, HTML's not programming.
Yeah,
No,
I don't know
it's
if
just
Perl would still be in top 20.
HTML is just a markup language, as the name suggests, hypertext markup language. The other answers that were there, incidentally, assembly language, C#, C++, Classic Visual Basic, Delphi or Object Pascal, Fortran, Go, Groovy, JavaScript, MATLAB, Perl, PHP, R, SQL, Swift, and Visual Basic. All up there.
SQL would be counted. Okay.
I should have put that then. Yeah.
Well, it's all academic now. Oni's had 2 bites of the cherry, and you've missed on both counts, which means, Claire, you've taken 2 points, and you've taken the next chevron.
Well, it's the first round that I've lost where I've not been sober, so that's...
Well, it sort of evens it up. Only taking the first round, Claire taking the second, but Claire with the advantage, 5 to 4. Good evening to birthday boy Bash. Bash is here. Welcome, mate. Hope you're doing well. Just in time for the programming round. I hope you got all 20 of those. And oh, hey, good evening to you as well. Hope you're keeping well. And everyone say happy birthday to Bash in the chat, because he's older today. Right, Claire with the advantage. 5 plays 4 as we go to round number 3. Round 3 is a time warp. You've got to hit your buzzer when you think the slider is pointing to the year in question in the question. You each get a question taking up 2 halves of the timeline. It takes 15 seconds to go from the start to the middle, and then 15 seconds to go from the middle to the end. You buzz in and stop the slider. Whoever gets closest to the correct year will win the point. First to 2 points wins the round and the chevron. So, if you're both happy with the rules, let's go on to our first time warp. And the category is, or the question is, Benjamin Disraeli proclaims Queen Victoria as Empress of India. It happened between 1803 and 1901. Claire, you're on the buzzer here, and your slider starts now.
Oh, a little bit of the bubbly.
1853, where we're stopping, only coming over to you. Sometime between 1901 and 1999. Victoria, British Columbia, hosts the Commonwealth Games. Slider starts now.
Alrighty, I think I've got a bit of a Scooby on this one.
-5 stars.
1956 is where you are
That's
stopping.
really not far off where I was going to go.
What were you aiming for?
I think 58.
Let's find out. Who was closest? It wasn't 58, I'm afraid it was 1994. 38 away. Claire, a little bit early there. 1877 is when Benjamin Disraeli proclaimed Queen Victoria as Empress of India. 24 away, but closer of the 2. You're taking that first point. Let's go on to time warp number 2. Only you're buzzing first this time. We want to know when the construction began on the Sagrada Familia in Barcelona, sometime between 1782 and 1899, and your slider starts now.
Oh, was Gaudi alive? That's the thing. Shame I don't know really anything about art. Oh no. We try.
-5 stars.
1865 is where you're stopping. For you, Claire, sometime between 1899 and 2016, we want to know, when did FC Barcelona win the European Cup for the first time? Slider starts now.
Oh, a little bit of the bubbly.
1963 is where you're stopping.
Who knows?
Who knows? Don't follow much football?
Absolutely not.
Well, let's find out. Correct answers are... Only close to that time. 17 away. 1882 is when construction began on the Sagrada Familia, so just 17 early. Claire, a little even earlier, 29 away. 1992 is when Barcelona won the European Cup for the first time.
Pull your finger out.
So, it's one apiece as we go to the final and deciding time warp of this round. Let's take a look. Dylan, can you take Dog out, please, in the middle of the game? Let's go to the final time warp. Claire, you're buzzing first. Popeye makes his first appearance in E.C. Seeger's Thimble Theatre comic strip sometime between 1902 and 1943. Slider starts now.
Oh, a little bit of the bubbly.
Sorry, Dylan thought it would be hilarious to drop the dog right next to Pennycat, who has since run into the little alcove by my desk. So she'll probably come and say hello in a minute. Apologies for that minor interruption there. Claire, stopping at 1912. 1912. Only for you, sometime between 1943 and 1984, we want to know when the first Wimpy, Britain's first hamburger restaurant, opens in London. Slider starts now.
Oh, I've got... That's a smaller range than I'd like to have seen.
-5 stars.
Stopping at 1967. Let's find out who is closer for...
Either 50s or 70s. I don't know which way it swings with Windy.
Let's find out. It's pretty close, but only you just snuck it in. 13 away. It was 1954. It was indeed... sorry, it was 1967. No, you said 1967. It was 1954. 13 too late. Claire, 17 too early. 1912 is what you said, but we're after 1929. So it does mean it's another back and forth. Only taking the first, Claire taking the second. But after 3 time warp boards, it's only who's taking the third.
Remember what I said during Duel. Don't want to win, want to fight. I'm getting one. This is awesome.
It's a good fight. It is a good fight. It's been back and forth.
I'm completely serious. There we go. Peroni.
The door is open. Well, it's as close as it can be. 5 plays 4. Slight advantage here to Oni as we go to the final round. As ever, the final round is on the buzzer. Buzz when you know what I'm talking about. You'll get a series of seemingly unconnected clues, and I'm just going to check that I've actually cleared out the picture round. Not that I remember using the picture round for anything, but I'm now just having a mild moment of, did I do that? Did I do that? No, I didn't. I didn't put any pictures in there, so it's all fine. So there won't be any pictures in this particular pack here. But if you buzz and are incorrect, you are frozen out for 3 clues, thus giving your opponent some free information. We are getting to the quarterfinals, so I might be being a little bit more stringent on what is and is not allowed. I might not. I will see what you say and what the answers say. If you buzz and are correct, you win a chevron outright. The first player to either cross the board or the player with the lead when...
Mic on.
Okay, why is my TV talking at me? TV, why are you talking at me? You shouldn't be talking at me. I'm certainly not turning the mic on and off. Sorry, weird things are happening. My TV might go sentient and start talking at us. The winner is the player who earns an insurmountable lead or crosses the board first. Very best of luck to you both. It's on the buzzer. Buzz when you know what I'm talking about. Film. Raw materials. Double bind. These associations. How it is. TH.2058. Empty lot. One, two, three, swing. Anywhen. Marsyas. Embankment. Test site. The Weather Project. Fons Americanus. Shibboleth. Sunflower seeds.
Oh, a little bit of the bubbly.
Claire's going to have a go.
Tate Modern. Exhibitions in the Tate Modern.
It's good enough for me. Very well played. Commissioned artworks displayed in the Tate Modern, specifically the Turbine Hall, but Tate Modern is good for me. You have taken back that chevron. 5-4, other way round. Only on the back foot. Let's go to the next board.
I said I don't do high culture.
Buzz when you know what I'm talking about. Royal. Dodger. Prussian.
-5 stars!
Oni.
Add a plural, you get a baseball team.
Say that again.
If you add a plural, say a letter S, you get a baseball team.
Oh, you might do, but I'm afraid that's not the answer I've got. You're frozen out for 3 clues. Claire, 3 free clues, starting with this one. Savoy. Cornflower.
Oh, a little bit of the bubbly.
Yes, Claire?
So I did buzz after Prussian, but then I thought I'd have some free ones, but I think it's blue.
Yes, it is. It is shades of blue. You would have gone on to see Cobalt, Powder, Baby, Tharlo, Navy, and finally Sky would have concluded that set there.
Of course, the first one after I'm knocked out, I get it.
That's the way it
Always
goes.
happens, doesn't it?
That feels alarmingly familiar. It's
I've never heard of Savoy Blue. I don't recognise that.
Well, I figured I would have had to go with Prussian as well. So
Prussian blue's a cat, I think. You get Prussian blue cat.
Yes.
Or was it maybe that's Russian blue? Either way, it's 6 plays 3 as we go to the next board. It is also
Oh,
a
shit.
match point, so pressure on here, Oni, to save the match. Here's your first clue. Buzz when you know what I'm talking about. Bedtime stories. Hard candy.
-5 stars.
Oni?
Madonna albums.
Oh, very good. Yes, albums released by Madonna. After just 2, Bedtime Stories, Hard Candy. You've gone on to see Rebel Heart, Music, American Life, Madame X, Confessions on a Dance Floor, Erotica, True Blue, Like a Prayer, Ray of Light, Like a Virgin, and finally MDNA. Oh, 5-4 after 3 boards. Is it 3 boards? I think that's 3 boards we've had. It's 5-4. So we are going to have another match point here, but you can afford a tie on this one. So if nobody gets this one, then we will still be on match point for the 5th board. If Claire gets this one, it is all over. That's when you know what I'm talking about. Innocence. Curse. Shadow. Moon. Darkness. Sorrow. Ruin. Dissonance.
-5 stars.
Oni.
They are the last words in Castlevania video games.
It's a little bit obscure, but it's absolutely right. The last words and titles of Castlevania games. You'd have gone on to see Blood, Night, and finally Ecclesia. So, Oni, 5-4 again, back where I think you started. And it is all going to come down to this final board. Whoever gets this has won the game and is through to the semi-finals.
What did I say about a fight then?
It's been nothing but that all the way through. Good luck to you both. Buzz when you know what I'm talking about. Fontaine. Grantaire. Cosette. Gavroche.
-5 stars.
Oni for the match.
They are French restaurants.
They are not French restaurants. I'm afraid you're frozen out for 3 clues. Claire, 3 free pieces of information for you. On we go to the next. Enjolras. Marius. One more free clue. Eponine. Only you're back in on the next clue. Thénardier. Javert.
A little bit of the bubbly.
Claire for the match.
Is it Les Miserables?
It is characters from Les Miserables and his orchestra. Very well played. You have taken that chevron back. The final answer would have been Jean Valjean to complete the set there. Oni, what a Greek tragedy we've had here. It's been so back and forth, and to finish on 5-4 I think is absolutely poetic. But a great fight from you both. But there can only be one winner, and tonight, it's Claire.
I ain't even mad. Bloody hell, that was amazing.
When I saw that Les Mis one at the end, I thought, we're going to get this after 2 clues. And then I remembered I've probably
What
done
did I
12
say
Les Mis, but...
about high culture?
yeah, fair. It's Les Mis really high
I was
culture.
thinking it was Les Mis, and I couldn't buzz in until I saw one I definitely recognised, and so that was why I took it all the way to Javert.
It was
Mate,
high-risk strategy.
Mate, pretty much for the last 3 weeks I've been drinking, watching wrestling whilst mostly in my pants and eating fried chicken. There is no such thing as high culture in this household.
And you think that I haven't been doing the same? You don't know me.
I mean, I'm just going to verify the winner at this point and leave you to that conversation. But Alex, you have been a remarkable contestant. You've proven yourself over several times over in this game, coming all the way to the quarterfinals. The circus, I'm afraid, does have to end here. But have you had a good time?
Oh god, yeah. Oh, that was wonderful.
Excellent.
Thank
We'd like
you
to-
very much.
A pleasure. We'll see you another time, I hope. And Claire, we will see you in the semi-finals. Congratulations, you're through.
Yeah.
So
I mean, honestly, that could have gone either way. It really could. And it
really
just,
could have done. Really
just,
could.
the fact that it ended at the point it ended meant it ended that way. But yeah, we could have kept flipping back and forth, I think. Only and I think are very well.
If we saw the final clue, it would have been a race to the buzzer.
Race to the buzzer, maybe.
That's how close it was.
Also, like Castlevania, I would not in a million years. That was entirely in your wheelhouse and not mine.
I have to say, Claire,
I
do
haven't
you
even played any of them.
have you seen the brackets as to who you might be playing in the semi-finals?
No, I haven't.
Well, we're not going to find out until December the 11th when that match is playing out. But the other side of the quarter final bracket that you're in is either going to be Ralph, i.e. the Lupine one who wrote this pack, or it's going to be your fellow Only Connect alumnus, We Like Shapes.
Oh, that would be a lovely match either way.
So, those are your potential opponents. Shapes and Ralph, that will be played out on Saturday, December the 11th, all being well. We look forward to seeing that, and that is who Claire is going to be facing in the semi-finals. Congratulations to you both. It's been splendid having you here. I'll pop you back into the green room, and we'll speak to you again soon.
Thank you very much. I'm not even mad about getting top 8. This is great. I think I've sort of killed off all the demons that I had at the end of Face Off. So this is good. This is good.
That's nice. Well, thank you very much to you both, and we'll speak to you soon.
Thank you very much.
And shit the bed, Ash. What? Here comes a birthday present from myself. Holy cow! Oh my god! Dude! I'll just let the sting finish. Ash, holy cow almighty, I can't remember if there's any text-to-speech on this. I don't think there is. But Ash saying, here comes a birthday present from myself, and gifting out 20 subs! But words and stuff. Is that the... I don't know. I'm trying to link it back to last week's buzz off, but I've got nothing. That's unbelievably generous of you. Thank you so much, Ash. That's really very kind. And welcome on to Wilix, Danny Gambit, BC, Buzzer Bob, Dev, Mark, Hearth Lion, Stoshkar, Vitrudel, Score Count, Derek Agony, Jimmy T, Jerry Eris, DL Drago, Jamster, Quizzle, TJ, Holgoro, Meredith Musing, and David J. Bodycombe. Bloody hell. All of the subs, Ash, that is just astonishing. Happy birthday. I'm not going to complain, but I think you've misunderstood how birthdays work. Ash just gave me 20 subs for his birthday.
Is that why you've made a whole load of noise?
That's why I made a whole load of noise, yeah.
Heard up the street. The neighbours just phoned. They heard us scream.
We don't have neighbours.
Panicked.
And BC 2014, welcome to the stream. And also, welcome on in. Happy birthday, Ash, from Mrs. Flush as well. Hello to Digital David, Hey Dev, Vitrudel, and BC, all joining the chat at some point since I last looked at the thing. And BC, welcome on into the stream. Hope you're keeping well, my dude. And Ash, seriously, thank you very much. That's monumentally kind of you. Now, I need to go refill my wine glass, and then we need to have Samster versus Prues, our next buzz-off game. But before any of that, I need to pick a title. There are lots of them. There are an awful lot of them. Let's have a quick flick through. A mild bit off before Buzzing War, very nice. A series which hopefully ends before the Sagrada Familia is fully constructed. Ashby Bennett Buzz Off, let's not forget that. How is that related to tonight? And now the Ports of the World starring Royal Flush. I think, don't say that could be. Let's not forget that.
That's a very good one. Yeah.
That's a contender. Ben can't pronounce a container port but likes drinking it. Birthday bash off? Not quite sure about that. Buzz Off, the only game show that actually breaks the laws of time. There's two variants on a theme here. Claire makes the only connection, or Claire makes the only connection for the semi-finals. Very nice. Shock revealing she's been onOni's couch all this time. Eating chicken in your underwear is highbrow culture. That on another day that could have won. It's not top the other one I've just seen. No. You didn't get the Tate Modern, but you got the Madonna albums. Nice. Ghostbusters sequel, Royal Flush's TV takes over the world. Mild, defiled. Only Clanect off the mark. Very nice, very nice. Only breaks time. Quizzing in my pants, giggles like a 12-year-old girl. Royal Flush is the master of the house. See what you've done there? Sorry, that's master of the house. The Battle of the Gladiators, Dexter versus Hermione, that is. It was actually Dexter versus Persephone. Oh, hello. Chasey dog. You scare my cat, you do. Not very kind. The one where Arcala tries to obtain a buzz-off badge. Very nice, I like that. Twitch's most mild quizzing. 0 seconds is not a negative number. Okay, thank you to the lone pedant there. I think it's got to be this one. That one's made me laugh and is certainly a thing that happened during the evening. So, stay right there. I'll refill my wine glass. I'll be back in a few minutes for our second buzz-off game, and then a bit later on we will have some bidding war, which will be lovely. Congratulations to Claire through to the semi-finals. I'll see you in a couple of minutes. You have been watching Ash Doesn't Know How Birthday Presents Work. And stay right there, because after the break there's even more quarter-final action here on Game Night. Don't touch that dial, we'll be right back. Welcome back to part 2 of game night, and nobody blink. Nobody blink. It's it just appeared when I went to get wine. I came back and it had just sort of put itself there. Just nobody blink. Don't even blink. It's I am king of the geeks. I've only got one. My other one arrives tomorrow. My other one with the hands not over the face. It's Topper, don't be such a... You're the kid who had picked on us at school for being geeks and said, oh, you're so lame. No, I think it's cool. Wholesome Christmas Angel. That's the 2-minute one. 2-meter one? Oh, is that what it is, Zeus? I figured that might be what it's all about. Right, I'm going to see if I can get it out. Hang on a minute. The angel, that is. Right, I think it's gone now. Weeping Angels in 52 people's houses, yes. No, I don't want to imagine a love triangle scenario there. Thanks all the same, Ash. Oh, welcome the Naked Grandma to the stream. Good to have you here. Hope you're keeping well. Lovely to see you. And yes, my Weeping Angel arrived this morning. My collection is getting rather big now. I need some more Daleks. I've only got one Dalek, whereas I've got like 4 different Cybermen. But I'll get to that another time, or I'll share all of my my Doctor Who figures with you. Look at us nerds now doing quiz, talking about Doctor Who, I know. King of the nerds. I say King of the geeks. Trips off the tongue better. Anyway, let's find out who we've got in game number 2. Aha! It is Proogs versus Samster. Have you populated in the right order? Yes, you have. Let me bring you into the main game room. Let me unmute you as well. Oh, a great big noise from our sponsor, Oni.
I keep my Weeping Angel next to my crestfallen Islington.
Right. Thank you for sharing that with us, Oni. Thank you for the 100 bits. It's very kind of you. Let me bring our players into the broadcast studio. And I've unmuted them, so hopefully we'll all be able to hear you. Good evening to you both.
Greetings.
Lovely to have you here. Proogs, we'll come to you first. Proogs, you've had a lot of theatre-y stuff going on at the moment, so Samster thinks you're playing mind games with him by trying to switch the time around.
It's pantomime season. Oh yes, tears before you say anything.
Yeah, that's very good.
So we've been in rehearsals and technical stuff like that for the past week or two. So that's why I was trying to keep you abreast of what was going on, and because rehearsals have live in their own time stream, if
yes,
you like.
they do rather
contract to fill the available space.
I appreciate you. I do appreciate you keeping me in the loop. What are you doing? What's the show?
It is Dick Whittington, and a quick plug if you want to come and see it. Stockport Plaza from Friday onwards until the first week of January.
Friday onwards till the first week of January. I'm assuming you're taking a couple of days off over Christmas.
Yeah, we're on average it's a day off a week. We don't do Christmas Day. I don't think we do New Year's Day.
You don't think?
Well, I can't remember. I mean, all I know is I've got about 80 shows to do in the next 6 weeks.
Oh, what fun.
Look at the timetable. Yes, we have the 25th off. We have the 1st off. So, yes. Well, but basically, it's been since then.
Best of luck with it all, and anyone in the area, do go give Proogs a little look in. And a quick message from our sponsor, Matt the Ref.
It's behind you? Oh no, it isn't.
It's behind you. Oh no, it isn't. Thank you very much for the 100 bits there, Matt. Now, Proogs, to get here, your journey so far, you saw off Pum and Ben in the first round, and then you dismantled Carr in the second. How are you feeling coming up against Samster this evening?
I think I'm probably the underdog on this. Well, I've been thinking I've been in the underdog so far on all the others, to be fair. I'm not confident, particularly as I'm feeling a bit out of sorts, if you like, in terms of not been doing this for a while. But yeah, it'll be fine. We'll see what happens, and hope it falls my way.
Indeed so. We wish you the very best of luck. And buzzing off against Bruce tonight is Samster. Good evening, Samster.
Hello.
The game is starting now. It won't change again, I promise.
Thank you. I made the mistake of watching the last one, and I'm genuinely exhausted after watching that. That was quite a match.
It was quite a match. It was quite a match. Samster, like Claire, actually, you've come through this the hard way. You had the 0th round where you saw off Jerry Ellis. You took out Natter in the first round proper, and then a very close match in the second round between you and Derek Agnew, which you managed to eke a victory out of. So again, as with Claire, 3 victories as opposed to the standard 2. How are you feeling going up against Peter? And hold that thought, because we've got a message from our sponsor, Salem Stowaway.
Ah, but 2 Angels of Weeping Room buys a Dalek for Ben to show on Zoom. I'm a Time Lord of Means, by no means. King of the Nerds.
Thank you very much for the 100 bits there, Salem Stowaway. And as Lupine says, kicking off the hype train, thank you all for your generosity. So, Samster, how are you feeling coming up against Prudes?
I do worry I've ruined my luck a little bit, because I came from being basically dead against Derek to somehow matching at the end. And I'm aware Prudes probably has very different specialist subjects to me, so it's going to be interesting to see what comes up and who that benefits more. But that's the luck of the draw. So.
Prudes has also gotten into the habit in this game of coming from behind. Out of the 2 games he's played, he's come from behind, I think, both times. I think that probably the only thing we can say from that is that nothing is safe in this game right up until the deed is done. So,
do you think it reflects my lack of word search skills as much as anything else?
Possibly. Well, it's fantastic to have you both here, and as I mentioned before, a place in the semi-final and a guaranteed top 4 prize to the winner of this evening on the other half of the bracket from where Claire and Alex were. So I need to give you some codes. So head over to buzzer.dev, any name that you like, but to join the room, you need to type in this code. And I need to give it to Prudes first. Prudes, if you type in this code, we'll hear that Prudes sounds like this. There's the noise, the hitchhiker's noise, and Samster saying to you, any name you like, buzzer.dev, but this room code, and we'll hear that Samster sounds like this.
Clever Dick.
I was thinking Clever Dick tonight is the one that we're going for. So
no, if I do manage to get through this game, I've got an idea where I'm going next.
Okay.
We'll see.
So it's Douglas Adams versus Anne Widdicombe, Prudes versus Samster, red versus green. Only one can get through to the semi-finals. Good luck to you both. Let's play Buzz Off and go to round number 1. I've just seen a suggested title, and do suggest your titles to the bot. I've just seen one come in, which has tickled me as it's come in. So if that was you consider myself tickled. Round 1 is the trivia search. Oh, and I didn't mention that this pack has been written by Cyclespace. Cyclespace's questions, who you're going to be facing. We're very grateful to you, Cyclespace. And as with Lupine, we'll add these pennies on in the author credits separately. Otherwise, you'll get the pennies, but not the author credit, which would be a tremendous shame. So, Trivia Search, 12 by 12 grid, filled with letters and a category at the top. There are 5 words secreted amongst the grid. Buzz in and tell me what one of them is. If you buzz in and are correct, then you get that point. First to find 3 will win the point for the round, and first to 2 points wins the round overall and the chevron. If you fall behind at any point, your clock starts a global 30-second clock. If you run out of time, then you lose the point by default. And if you buzz in and are wrong, you're frozen out for 10 seconds, giving your opponent some free thinking time. In addition to that, the letters will gradually be removed from the word searcher, thus in theory, making it a little easier. Best of luck to you both. Fingers on buzzers. Hopefully you can see the screen. And here goes Trivia Search number 1. Category is Tom Hanks movies.
Clever Dick.
And Samson's to start us off.
Greyhound.
Greyhound is there. That's a good start. Proves your clock's on.
Clever Dick.
Samson to go 2 ahead.
Philadelphia.
Philadelphia is also there. And it's 1 more for the round. Krug's needing 2 to stop his clock at this point. About 15 seconds to go. And Samster to clear the round in style.
Castaway.
Castaway is also there, or Castaway.
Literally just spotted that one, yeah.
You just spotted that one.
Yeah, that was fun.
Greyhound, Philadelphia, Castaway. There were 2 others up there. If anyone's
I was looking for Big, but I couldn't spot it anywhere.
Yeah,
so
I was looking out for that one.
Yeah, the general guidance for writers is 5 or more characters long, because Big could quite feasibly appear by accident.
Oh, I've found another one.
What have you found, Prugs?
We've got Sully, bottom left-hand corner.
Sully, yes, Sully's down there in the bottom left-hand corner. And the other one that you were missing was, of course, Toy Story. Down the middle.
I was looking for one word one for some reason. I couldn't, yeah.
Well, no drama there, Sam, so you have taken that first point. Fingers on buzzers again. Let's go on to the second board. The category is types of cheese. Message from our sponsor, Matt the Ref. But do continue to play.
Clever Dick.
Mama said buzz off
will.
like a box of chocolates.
Samster, what have you seen?
Monterey Jack.
Monterey Jack. It's a good start. Proves your clocks is on. Thank you for the 100 bits there, Matt.
Clever Dick.
Samster to go 2 ahead.
Camembert.
Camembert is there. That's how you get a bear on a bus. You say, come on, bear. I'm hilarious. Don't at me. Again, Prue's needing 2 to stop the clock.
Clever Dick.
And Samster for the round.
Paneer.
Paneer, good spot. It is there, and with that, you've taken the round 2-0. The 2 missing ones that were up there, Asiago, which I've not found yet, but I'm assured is there across the top right hand corner. Yeah. And what did the piece of cheese say when it saw itself in the mirror? Hello, me.
You beat me just to Camembert. I was a bit annoyed by that one as well. But
I think I've picked you a couple of times now.
very well done.
Yeah. Well, after that, Samson taking 3 clean run of the word search boards right there in trivia search, which means Samson, you take that first chevron.
I should have taken that round more carefully.
Hey, very good, very good. Clap, 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 clap.
It's Panto season.
It is indeed. So, Samson taking the early lead, 5 plays 4. So talking about cheese, I need some red wine. Because that's how cheese works, isn't it? We're going to go on to round number 2. It is the auction house. How many things can you name on a particular category? Or tell me your bids, 1, 2, or 3, and then either outbid your opponent or challenge them to name them. If you're challenged, you must name them one at a time by typing into the box and hitting buzz. If you can name all that you've bid, then you get the point. If you can't, your opponent gets the point. Okay, simple as that. And yeah, let's go to the first category. Priggs, you're starting us off, and we want to know the 15 countries with the highest GDP, according to an April 2021 report by the IMF, the International Monetary Fund, IIRC. Where do you want to start, Priggs? 1, 2, or 3?
3.
Oh.
In for 3, Samster?
I was going to do +2, but now I'm a bit sceptical. Let's just do +1, please.
+1, we're up to 4. Priggs?
+1.
And we're at 5. Samster?
+2.
Up to 7. Priggs, back at you.
Tempting. I'm going to say name them.
Challenge has been laid down. Samster, for what it's worth, that's the strategy I would have employed. Granted, I can see the answers, but pretending I can't, I would have bid +2 and then challenged to any bid. So let's see if you can name these 7 of the 15 countries with the highest GDP. One at a time into the box and hit buzz to lock them in.
I saw this strategy the other week. I'm going to just think about it now while I'm waiting for the time to tick over.
Yes, I did that on Saturday. I didn't realise it was a strategy. But yes, by all means, do use this time to have a think about other answers. That's perfectly fine.
But I was thinking if I went +1, Priggs would go for another one, and then I'd be in a tricky situation. So that's why I went +2.
Fair enough. We're starting with the United States, which is, of course, there. 6 to go.
Clever Dick.
Japan. Going for Japan next. Is that the top 15 for GDP? It is. 5 more.
Surely.
Clever Dick.
He says, surely. I mean, there are a lot of people there. Big GDP? Top 15? Surely is right. Nearly halfway there. 4 to go, Sam.
Do I want to press submit?
If you don't, you're running out of time to type something else, I have to say. Is India one of the top 15 countries for GDP? Halfway there now.
Not sure. I'm gonna no. Let's try that.
Clever Dick.
Going for the US. This was my strategy when naming railroads the other day. Go for the US, now go for Canada. Is Canada there? 2 more.
Okay. A few in my head now, and I'm not sure if I should go for them. I'm thinking UK, Germany, maybe France. Don't know which ones to go for, if any.
Clock is ticking. I'm going to need an answer.
Yeah, I'll go UK.
Clever Dick.
The UK. United Kingdom is there.
Germany
One
or
more for the point.
France? Germany or France? I'm gonna go Germany.
Clever Dick.
And to take the board, we're going Germany.
Oh.
Germany higher than the UK. Germany's about number 4, I think. UK 6 or 7. US is number 1. I think China might be 2. India might be 3. Someone will tell me in the chat in a minute. Other answers that you mentioned, France was certainly there. Proogs, any you would have gone for?
Well, that's pretty much the list I would have gone for, with the exception of Japan. So,
yeah,
I mean, I was actually thinking possibly some other Asian countries, because a lot of stuff's made over there.
Maybe Russia on there as well. Maybe.
Russia is on there. There is one other Asian country, depending whether you count Russia as European or Asian. There is one other, which is anyone?
South Korea, possibly.
South Korea is the one. Very good.
Wow. Nice.
So yeah, the other options there: Australia, Brazil, France, Italy, Mexico, Russia, South Korea, and Spain. So, Samson taking that point, no dramas there, getting you 7. Let's go on to auction house number 2. Category is elements of the periodic table whose names start with vowels. Proogs, you're starting us off. Do you want to go 1, 2, or 3?
2.
Starting with 2. Sam, back with you.
+1.
Ooh, up to 3.
+2.
And we're at 5.
+1.
Ooh. And 6.
+1.
Ooh. 7.
+1.
Ooh. 8.
Name them.
And the challenge has been laid down. I figured on that one, Bruce was going to try and bid as high as possible and let Samson try and hang himself, because this is very much Samson's wheelhouse. But you've got to name 8 of the elements of the periodic table whose names start with vowels.
I presume Y does not count as a vowel for the.
I can confirm that Y does not count as a vowel. Yes.
Okay.
Clever Dick.
We are we're still based in the UK here, Sam. So where Y is only an honorary vowel, but never actually an official vowel. Starting with iodine.
Clever Dick.
Indium. Is indium there? You can probably tell by my tapping of the pad and the fact that you're a biochemistry.
I think it should be.
Biochemistry graduate, though maybe it should be.
I hope it's there. I'm struggling to think of any more I's at this point, so I'm going to go to the.
The EU. The EU is not on the periodic table. Europium. Looking for Europium.
Any more E's?
Energy is saying, is it cheating if I know the Element song by Tom Lehrer? Nope, that's just playing the game very, very well as far as I'm concerned. Erbium. Yes, you good.
Time to go for the O's now. Let's do the easy one. Oxygen.
Clever Dick.
I thought that oxygen was a cheese.
Right?
Okay.
I didn't really. I'm just being surreal.
Is that a reference to something that I'm
no,
not?
it's not.
Everyone's favourite element named after Richard Osman? No, it's not really.
Clever Dick.
Osmium. 2 more, Samster.
I am struggling now. O's. Any more O's? E's. Oh, Einsteinium. I can't think of another one now after that one. Oh. Yeah, I know I've got one.
Dick.
You've got one, okay.
Yeah.
So,
relief
coursing through you. I will get on with it then. Einsteinium is right. One more.
I'm slightly unsure on spelling. Does spelling have to be accurate?
No, I've not stipulated that before. Phonetic plausibility, as ever, is the one we go for. Oganesson. Is it there?
Oh, uranium.
And spelt correctly, yeah. Uranium was there. You couldn't think of any more I's. There's this little known one called iron.
You've never heard of it. Never heard of it.
There's lots of A's that you haven't touched
Plenty of
yet.
A's. You didn't touch the A's. Yeah, uranium, iron, and iridium with the and the rest of A's.
Aluminium, antimony, arsenic.
Yeah.
Very good, Proogs.
Your brain does
Actinium.
weird things when you're trying to come up with these
Exactly.
things. Like,
American.
You've named it. So actinium,
Americium,
americium, argon, and astatane were the other ones you've not mentioned there.
Yes.
But Samster, flying through 8 with no dramas, you've won that second chevron.
Well done. That was a risk giving that to you.
Yeah.
6 plays 3. There is a cat here who has calmed down after being chased by a naughty puppy. She's sitting there. There she is. There's a kitty for everyone. She's so soft. She's soft and warm. Right. Cats aside, let's go on to round number 3. Round 3 is Time Warp. You have got to buzz in when the slider is pointing to a year referencing an event that is given to you at the top. Whoever buzzes closest to their given year will get the point, and the first 2 points wins the round. It takes 15 seconds for the slider to cross, and you must buzz before it runs out, otherwise you won't be given anything. Best of luck to you both. Samson, you're starting us off. We want to know, when did Shakespeare publish The Winter's Tale? Sometime between 1567 and 1782, and your slider starts now.
Clever Dick.
1637. For you,
I
Bruce,
think
sometime...
Shakespeare was early 1600s, so I'm not. Yeah, that's all right.
Okay. For you, Proogs, between 1782 and 1997, from Shakespeare to Pinter. When was Harold Pinter born? Slider starts now. Stopping at 1934. I know you are a bit of an old theatre, Bob Proogs.
Well, I think that might be a smidge late, but it's about the right time.
About the right time, let's find out. Who was closest? Was a smidge late, yeah, just 4 away. 1930 was the answer to 1934. Not a bad guess from Samson, you were right, early part of the 17th century, 1623, one of the later ones, The Winter's Tale. But 14 away, it means Proogs has taken his first point of the match. Let's go on to time warp number 2. Proogs, you're buzzing first. William Herschel discovered Uranus sometime between 1687 and 1837, and that slider starts now. 1804. For you, Samster, sometime between 1837 and 1987, we want to know, when was the Hershey Company founded? Slider starts now.
I think it was going for quite a while, early 1900s maybe, so that's middle-ish. There.
Clever Dick.
Yeah, that's all right.
1905.
I think I'm too late.
I think I've got 1770s in mind.
I've got 1780, which is sort of what I was aiming for. So
Yeah.
20 years too late.
Oh, you've got to get the maths right on the slider as well. Let's find out.
Yeah.
Correct answers. Was indeed 1781 when Herschel discovered Uranus. 23 away, Proof, so not a bad guess. In your brain, you were right, but just a little late on the buzzer. Hershey Company was 1894, so end of the 19th century, Samster, just trickling over a little bit. 11 away gets you that point, which means we have a deciding time warp. And Samster, you're going to be buzzing first. We want to know, when did Rembrandt complete The Night Watch? Sometime between 1621 and 1821, and your slider starts now.
I think it's early 1600s. I'm not giving it much
Clever
chance.
Dick.
Yeah.
1656, not giving the slider much chance to get going. For you, Proof, sometime between 1821 and 2021, we want to know the TV show Knight Rider, first aired in the US, from The Night Watch to Knight Rider. Slider starts now.
This is just about getting the slider right, isn't it, more than anything?
Yeah. There's a slight delay on it as well. So.
Ooh.
It's not too bad. Oh, a bit early, I think, again. That should be another decade or two.
Let's find out. Correct answers. Yes,
Wow,
another decade or two. 1982. Knight Rider was as late as that.
Right.
And Samster right to buzz early. 1656 got you 14 away. It was 1642, even earlier than you did, but right to get an early buzz in there. And it does mean you have taken the second point of the round, and you're going to take that chevron.
Well done.
Thank you, yeah. wasn't sure there. I just thought Rembrandt was early 1600s.
So, Samster with a lead. Please don't bite me, I'm stroking you nicely. Samster with a lead of 7-2. The maximum lead it is possible to get going into the final, but it is not all over yet. Proogs has a knack for coming back at the last minute. And
maybe leaving it a bit too late, to be fair.
Well,
I did the last game.
It is very possible, but it will mean, Proogs, you do have to get all 5, or the first one be a tie, and then there are or 1 tie and 4 correct. Samson needs 2 in order to make victory, after which he will be insurmountable no matter what else happens. So, you know the drill. Final round is on the buzzer. A series of seemingly unconnected clues. All you've got to do is hit the buzzer and tell me what it is when it is you know what it is I'm talking about. If you buzz and are correct, you get a chevron straight away. If you buzz and are incorrect, you're frozen out for 3 clues, thus giving your opponents some free information. I wish you both the best of luck. It's the final round for a place in the semis. Buzz when you know what I'm talking about. Todd Miller. Antonio Jimenez. Anthony Foyt Jr. Peter Murray. Bill Clinton. Jeffrey Abrams. Mary Blige.
Clever Dick.
Samster.
Do they all have J as the middle initial?
Certainly do. People with middle initial J. You'd have gone on to see Michael Fox, Donald Trump, and of course, David Bodycam would have been the last clue there. Originally, David Bodycam was earlier in the stack, but I consulted with Cycle Space on that one and said, I think that one might be a giveaway. I'm going to move it down just a little bit. Yes, David Bodycam would have been the last clue there. Samster taking that chevron. Are you going down, Penny? Okay, David. On to the next one. It is match point. So, Proogs, it's all riding on this one. You've got to get 4 in a row. Best of luck. Buzz when you know what I'm talking about. Duel.
Ooh.
Yeah, sounds familiar.
Pyramid.
Surely not.
Danger Zone.
This feels like a trap.
The Wall.
Okay.
Pendulum. Earthquake. Suspension bridge. Tilt. Pursuit. Vertigo. Whiplash. Assault. Gauntlet. Powerball. The Eliminator. Samson on the last clue.
I don't know. Are they all lottery machines?
They're not all lottery machines, I'm afraid. Proogs, give it a go. What do you think it is?
Gladiators.
Gladiators is what we're after. Yes, eventually Gladiators or American Gladiators, taking the chevron back there. It occurred to me halfway down when we got to clue number 13. Gauntlet. I should have put Gauntlet at the beginning to keep the red herring theme going on.
Yeah.
But yes, they're all events on Gladiator. Funny, we were talking about Gladiators earlier on. And fun fact, this has been a very useful list for me to look at and think, I could make a game based on that name. And I have picked one of them. I think it might be my next project. I need to work out the things. But yeah, some great names. Proogs pulling a point back there. 7 plays 2 again. We go on to the next board. Once again, it is match point. So, Proogs, you need this to save the game. Buzz when you know what I'm talking about. Ava Peron, 100. Che Guevara, 3. Le Corbusier, 10. Edvard Munch, 1000. Edmund Hillary, 5. Carl Nielsen, 100. Corazon Aquino, 500. Ingmar Bergman, 200. Nikola Tesla, 100. Peter the First, 500. Fukuzawa Yukichi, 10,000. And Samster for the match?
Are they figures that have appeared on banknotes and the value banknote they've been on?
Spot on. Yep. People on banknotes and their values in their local currency. Yes, you'd have gone on to see Ho Chi Minh, 10,000 to 500,000. Mackenzie King, 50. Jane Austen, 10. And finally, Benjamin Franklin, 100. Oh,
trying to think of what awards they might have got or something.
Yeah, I sort of got it on Nikola Tesla, but I wasn't 100%. I was waiting for a few more to see.
Fair enough.
I was waiting for a football score to come up so I could say Che Guevara 3, Edmund Hillary 5. Which would have been quite nice. But there it is. We come to the end of the pack. Samster has reached an insurmountable lead, and it means, Samster, you're through to the semi-finals.
Congratulations.
Good game.
It does mean we have to say goodbye to Proogs. Oh, Proogs, what a delight you have been to have you here.
Thank you. All I can say is that it will help you schedule the rest of the matches. So there we go.
Well, you say that. Samster's made it.
Yeah,
I think Samster's made it clear that he's not available on the day of the final. So.
Okay.
So there's a potential that if I've said
I'm not beating Tooth anyway. I'm not beating Tooth.
Well, what I have said is that as we get to this stage, I'll make it work. And the worst case scenario is to do a pre-recorded event. It's possible we might have to move the final to the Saturday before, but I mean I will work to the players at this point where possible. So
I enjoyed that. Thank you very much. Firmly mid-table as I normally end up, but no, it was good fun. Thank you very much.
Coming to the end of the quarterfinals, it's been great having you, Proogs, and we'll see you again soon, I hope.
Indeed. Cheerio. Thank you.
Samster, you are our victor, and you go through to the semi-finals. How are you feeling?
I'm really happy that was the scoreline doesn't reflect like how close that was at points. And some nice categories for me as well, especially the chemistry stuff and the Tom Hanks films. That was.
You fell on your feet a little bit with those ones, yeah. It's it's the way that the question packs go. So you will be through to the semi-finals, Samster, and in that semi-finals you will be playing the winner of Jack versus Toot. Jack Wilfred versus Now Cut That Out, and again that match will be played on Saturday, December the 11th. We look forward to seeing who it is going to be you're facing, but you are guaranteed into the prize pool now, so top 4 victory guaranteed. Samster, have you had a good time today?
Absolutely. Fun as always. Great game, and that was a great pack for Cycle Space.
Absolutely,
I might be a bit biased, but yeah, it was great.
No, it was a great pack. Proogs, Samster, thank you both very much for joining me, and we'll see you really soon.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
So, with that, we have Samster through to the semi-finals, and all that remains for me to do is pick a title before we go to war. A Bidding War, again written by Cycle Space, a Bidding War pack today. Let me see what we've got. There was one that came through early on that I really liked. Apparently everyone's anus was discovered before the 20th century. A Wooga, I like that. Buzz off lactose comedy night, nice. By element, we mean a thing that is a member of the periodic table in its own right. Someone's going for Came On Bear, which is interesting. Coming soon on Royal Flush Suspension Bridge for All. That is so wrong in so many ways. Again, the surrealist in me might have picked this another time. Cheese with oxygen is choose. What? Ever heard the story about the accident at the cheese panto? There was debris everywhere. Oh, I love the puns, especially with the panto theme running through that one. Ew, Royal secreted his answers all over the grid. Foul and a miss. Jane Austen 10, Mark Shelby 4. I really like that. I read it now, so I can't pick it. Well, I could do, but I have to decide if I like that more than I think it's probably Shapes who's written that one, though, because it's a snooker one. But I need to decide if I like that better than my other one. I've got to stop reading. I always thought oxygen was a cheese. Oh, that would explain cheese with oxygen as chews. Yes, there we go. I'm in my element. Cheese. Knight Rider steering the Brie wheel. Proogs, ready! Samster, ready! Richard Osmium World Cup of Cheese, very nice. That game was banked on notes. The Angels are invading, buzz off, don't quiz. Quiz and you're dead. Clever Dick Panto is something I want to see. Oh dear, the dog's in trouble. The Oganesson Giant. The sign of a proper quizzer, naming indium and europium before oxygen on an elements round. You will go on my first buzz. That's nice as well. Oh, I'm really torn. I think I've got to go with that one. I'm going to go with that one just because I made the snooker reference or the football reference, and that's very funny and on point. The one that came through that I was clinging to, it came in very, very early on, and I thought it was a very clever play on the two players that we had. We had Clever Dick Whittington, which was very, very nearly going to be the winner. Clever Dick Whittington, but that's a valiant runner-up. If you went with Clever Dick Whittington, then some consolation points to you. But yeah, you're making Penny growl now. But just because it made me a lollotip, which is actually laugh out loud even though in public, I am going to give the winner to that one. Thank you very much for playing Samson Proust. Thank you very much for watching at home. Do stick around because in just a few minutes' time we'll be playing Bidding War, so stay right there. You have been watching Foul and a Miss. Jane Austen 10, Mark Selby 4.
We're never gonna stop 'cause we never get enough. We burn till we're out of time. And when we get to the end, we're gonna do it again. 'Cause tonight is when we come alive. La 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 la, I'm all about it. La 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 la, I'm all about fun. I wanna dance the night away until we see the light of day. Come give me some. Don't you wanna come? Don't you wanna come? Don't you wanna come alive? Whoa, oh, oh, oh. All about the fun. I wanna dance the night away until we see the light of day. Come give me some.
And stay right there because in a few minutes we've got the war to end all wars. Yes, it is Bidding War. It's written by Cycle Space. It's going to be good. Do stay there. Don't touch that dial. We'll be right back. Welcome to Bidding War, final part of game night on the 30th of November as I rise from the floor. Good evening to Jers as well, Jers01. Sorry, I didn't see you there. Well, I did see you go green, but I've just noticed to actually say something out loud. Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the stream. And yes, it is time for Bidding War. Bidding War. Hope you are all ready to play. As usual with this game, there are 21 spaces in the hot seat game, and everyone else who doesn't get into the hot seat can play along in the lobby game where the rules are basically the same. And if you get eliminated from the hot seat game, where can I get a rising chair and smoke for elimination? The chair, the fact I'm actually floating on this chair for reasons best known to myself. The chair, I think, just came from the Asset Store or possibly Turbo Squid. The rising chair, that's just an animation. The floor is modelled in Blender. It's basically a plane with a hole cut in it, and the smoke is just the Unity particle systems. I think I might have taken it from the Unity standard assets, if I'm being honest. So, all very relatively straightforward to do. So, if you want to play Bidding War, it is our final game of the night, then do type in this here code.
To join the game, please enter the code KNKD.
And I have switched over to an amaretto and Coke because we ran out of wine and we don't have enough lemonade left for me to have Southern Comfort and Coke, so that sucks. We're grateful to Cyclespace for this question pack, and we're also very grateful to Samster, who has proofed it for us. Samster has told us that this pack is... Hang on, give me a minute. What's he said? What has he said? Really lovely pack with some fair stinkers towards the end. Barely had to change a thing, which is always what a proofer wants to write. Barely had to change a thing. So that's always good. And it does come from Cyclespace. So do come join the game if you would like to play. I got my factoids up here, in case I need to furnish you with more details. Oh, hello. DMC, thank you for the raid. Welcome on in, my bros. Or broettes. Lovely to have you. Conan never knows danger. Nice to see you, DMC. Hope you're keeping well. Welcome to the stream, DMC and Fraser and Kegler Coach as well. Great to see you. Hope you're all keeping well this November evening. So, 21 slots available. There are currently 23 people in the lobby, so 2 people are going to be disappointed. Often the way it goes. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah, 7, 14, 21. So we've got enough to play, which is the main thing. But if anyone wants to come and join, now is your chance to join the game with the code KNKD. I'll give you another 30 seconds or so. And then we'll get the game underway. So I broke the lid off the top of my vape pen. I need to get a new one. It's in E minor. Stop that now. Right, if we're all good, let's pick our 21 warriors, with apologies to the 2 people who don't make it in tonight. Knows nothing Karens do. Indeed so, let's pick 21 warriors. And tonight, they are...
Time to select the 21 warriors.
Oh, sorry it's here that subtly. That sucks.
Digital Def 1D. Brand Newlo. Abu 208. BC 2014. Natarik. Zislis. Effrontery. Puzzle Eden. Topper 1 Gaming. Oni 91_573. Keller Coach. Quizface. The Lupine. Welly Shapes. Fraser _ Inisk. Class 0R. Bigman Run 1. Jogging Chum. Collocular. And Clivy off Legend. You are the 21 warriors. May you find favour in the war to come.
I forgot the computer can't do Clive. we lick his shapes. And Clivy. Clivy is back, yes. There was one that Keller Coach. That was an interesting one. It just sort of just ignored the G a little bit. Oh, you're coming back for lap sits, Penny. You're coming back to be a lap cat. Come on. Can we swap Claire so we can have a Scottish corner? There's a big Scottish corner going on over there, actually. Big Man Aaron, Innes and Fraser, all from beyond the wall. Anyway, Silent G is in phlegm. Yes, indeed. Here's something that keeps me up at night. All the seas in Pacific Ocean are pronounced in a different way. I'll just leave you with that. Let's play Bidding War.
Round 1. Opening Gambit.
So, in round 1, you will face 5 questions. Prior to each question, you'll be shown a category. Bid from 1 to 3 points, up to a maximum of your current score. Based on the category, abstaining from bidding will cause a default bid of 1. You have 10 seconds to submit your bid. Answer the question correctly and you will be awarded your bid. Answer incorrectly or fail to submit an answer and you will lose your bid. You have 20 seconds to submit your answers. If you run out of points, you are eliminated from the game, but you may continue from the lobby game. All bids and answers, as usual, are whispered to Persephone's Twitch bot. Also, for after irrefutable observations, Newark is the only town in Britain that's an anagram of wanker. Who'd have thought? So, those are the rules. Get your bids in first, 1 to 3. Abstaining from bidding causes you a bid of 1. Abstaining from answering will be treated as wrong. Let's go to question 1. I'm on that screen now. Again, I'm leaning back because there's a cat on my lap. Very sweet cat. Best of luck to you all. The war starts now, and bad luck to, I think that's Toot and Prudes, who didn't make it into the game. So you can play from the wings. Good chance of winning a lobby medal, though, that's for sure. Category number 1, then. Let's play.
Start bidding on Category 1. Pop music.
New York, London, Paris, Munich. Everybody talk about pop music. Get your bids in.
Time.
Bids from everybody. Nice to see.
Get ready for the question.
Plenty of 2s and 3s. Just a couple of 1s going on in here. Here's your question. Which 1996 number 1 single uses the words want and wanna 45 times?
Time.
Fraser and Puzzled Dan out of time on that one. It's Wannabe by the Spice Girls. As Kugler Coach said, colour me bad. Not the right answer. It's that one. By the Spice Girls, of course. Yes, if you were right, you're going to get your points. Now that's nothing done. Let's see if anyone's been eliminated.
No eliminations.
Not at this stage. Can't be eliminated after question number 1. Let's go on to category number 2.
Start bidding on Category 2. Famous Russians.
Famous Russians. Do not attack me. I am giving you... Do not attack me. I am giving you asylum on my lap. Cat.
Get ready for the question.
2s and 3s, a few more 1s creeping in here. Let's see what you make of this question. The Hermitage in St. Petersburg is an art museum founded in 1764 by which Russian empress? You go now, go. Yeah, okay, I'll leave the door ajar for you.
Time.
And there's your time. Catherine the Great would have accepted Catherine or any variations thereupon. Herzegovina, Sheila, not a clue. Cleopatra, Anastasia, good guess but not the one. No answer from Lupine, and a yeet from Fraser. Everything else was correct. Nicely done. Let's award you your points. Anyone going home yet?
No eliminations.
Still no eliminations. Puzzle Dan is down to a single point at this stage though, so tread carefully, Puzzle Dan. Let's go on to category number 3.
Start bidding on Category 3. Video games.
It is video games.
Time. Get ready for the question.
And again, a nice collection of 2s, 3s and 1s. No idea why I've said it in that order. Here's your question. Replicas of many landmarks such as the Eiffel Tower and the Taj Mahal have been built block by block in which video game with about 140 million active monthly players in 2021? Answers from all in the hot seat.
Time.
Oh, it's Minecraft. Minecraft is the answer. Civilization, Lego, Tetris, and Microsoft Flight Sim are all incorrect. I'm afraid you're going to lose your stakes. Anybody going home after question 3?
Fraser _, you have been eliminated.
I'm afraid, Fraser, for you the war is over, but thank you for playing. You may continue from the lobby. Everyone else has still got points in front of them, so let's go on to category number 4.
Start bidding on category 4. Euro 2020.
Minecraft.
And a message from our sponsor Oni there. Thank you very much for the 100 bits. Category is Euro 2020.
Get
Bids
ready
all
for
in.
the question.
A lot of lower bids here. Some 1s and 2s. Handful of 3s kicking amongst them. Let's see what the question brings. With 5 goals each, Patrick Schick and which Portuguese footballer tied for the most goals scored in Euro 2020? And that is answers from everybody.
Time.
Well, let's have a look. See what you said. Cristiano Ronaldo was the answer. Messi, not the right answer. I think Messi's Argentinian, isn't he? Lionel Messi, I think he's from Argentina. And Ronaldinho is very much a different footballer, not Ronaldo. I'm afraid I can't accept that. Everything else was correct. Anyone going home?
No eliminations.
Not on this occasion. So, one more question in this opening Gambits round. Have a look at category number 5.
Start bidding on category 5. Literature.
Literature is your final category for this round.
Time. Get ready for the
Bids
question.
in. Oh, there's a lot of 1s going on here, but quite a few 3s as well. Let's see what you make of this. Published in 1949, which novel's protagonist had a cage of rats attached to his head?
Time.
It was 1984. Catcher in the Rye is not the right answer. Winston, going for the protagonist. It did say which novel's protagonist. Winston Smith was the protagonist in 1984. Myself and Orwell, all incorrect answers. Was written by Orwell, though, jogging chum. Let's see what that's done to the scores. Has anyone been eliminated at the end of this round?
No eliminations.
No, they haven't. And that is going to be the end of round number 1.
End of round 1.
And at the end of round 1, what started as 21 warriors, now 20 remain. Fraser K, the first casualty of war this evening. Let's go take a look at the lobby board in a little more detail. Colo with an early lead of 20 points. Claire's got 18, as has Shapes, Big Manarin, and Avatar that I don't know, but I could probably work out if I went and looked at the game. Let's see if I can work you out. Person of unclassed ability. Oh, it's brand new Halo. Yes, brand new Halo on 16 there. Innes has got 16, Toot has got 16, Quizface has got 16, BC and Lupine are on 15, Zeus is on 14, Jogging Chum on 13, Clive and Topper on 12, David Effrontery only on 9, Nat is on 7, AB Me's on 5, as is Proogs, Kegler's on 2, Puzzle Dan's on 2, and Fraser is on 0. And a message from our sponsor, Oni91_573.
I love how this game looks like a dystopian Mad Max version of Crocodile Dentist.
Really? I remember Crocodile. Is that the one where you had to press the teeth in and avoid it clamping down? I never liked that game because I have this really strange condition where I don't like pain. So I never used to play it. Or I'll do the thing where you could tap it lightly because one of them is sort of more tightly wound than the others. That's the one. So you just press them gently and you think that one feels quite tightly wound. I'm not going to press that one. Maybe that's cheating, but hey, I didn't like to lose as a kid. So, those are the scores as they stand at the end of opening gambits. We're going to move on to round number 2 now.
Round 2. Top Gun.
Round 2 is Top Gun. You'll face 10 questions. Prior to each question, you'll be shown a category. Bid from 1 point to the upper range, up to a maximum of your current score, based on that category. The upper range starts at 5 and increases by 1 every question. So by the time we get to question 10, it's 1 to 14. Abstaining from bidding will cause a default bid of 1, and again 10 seconds to get your bids in. Answer the question correctly, you will be awarded your bid. Answer incorrectly or fail to submit an answer, you'll lose your bid. Again, abstentions are treated as wrong. Same as before. The big twist here, the fastest high bidder to answer will obtain passage to round 3. If the fastest high bidder has already obtained passage, passage will be granted to the next fastest player, and higher bidders take priority over speed when ordering, so you can be as fast as you like, but if you don't bid high, somebody higher but slower than you might take priority. So bidding high is the only way to get passage, certainly in the early game, but of course it carries with it the most risk. If you run out of points, you're eliminated from the game. If you fail to obtain passage to round 3 by the conclusion of question 10, you are eliminated from the game, and as before, whisper all your answers to the bot. So we got 20 left in at the moment. By the end of this round, we will be down to 10 or fewer. Round 2 is Top Gun. Welcome Apodo Nuevo to the stream. I hope you're keeping well. Bid range starts with 1 to 5. Good luck to you all. Here's your first category.
Start bidding on category 1. YouTube.
Christ, this could be anything.
Time. Get ready for the
All bids
question.
are in. 4s, 1s and 5s across the board, and a couple in between. Let's see what you make of the question. In 2020, John Krasinski hosted a show on YouTube about positive stories of the pandemic, abbreviated SGN, which stands for what?
Time.
There's your time up. Some good news. Oh, let me have a look at some of these wrong answers here. Contentious answers is what my log calls them. Such good news is wrong, I'm afraid, BC. Science gone nuts. Simply good news. A goodbye from Puzzle Dance. Seriously good news. Kevin Coach is going for SGN. Sadly going nowhere from Lupine, and Sing Granny Tales from Cola Cola. Good a guesses as any, but I'm afraid I can't condone any of those. So let's find out who's going through and who's going home.
Puzzle Eden, you have been eliminated.
Puzzle Dan, casualty of the war.
Passage has been granted to Abram 208, with a bid of 5 and a response time of 4.35 seconds.
Very fast answer from AB Me, and putting the most risk, 5 points on there. Means AB Me is the first player to gain passage. Very well played. But AB Me do continue to answer questions, of course, because if you run out of points, you are still active in this round. So if you just abstain for the rest of the round, you're going to end up with 1 point going into round 3, which you don't want. Bid range is now 1 to 6. Here's the next category.
Start bidding on category 2. Travel.
Travel.
Time.
I'm
Get
just
ready
catching the
for the
chat now. I will
question.
address that in just a minute. The category is travel. A few 6s in here. Let's take a look and see what the question brings. The airport with IATA code SGN is located in which Asian country? There's answers from everybody.
Time.
It's in Vietnam. Only a handful of people getting this. Let me return to the chat just a moment. Clive said I got credit. Super. Oh, did Super Good News get condoned? That is strange when other ones didn't. You shouldn't have been condoned with that, Clive. Not sure how that's managed to get through, but you got that one wrong. I mean, if you want to take a dive on another question with a similar bid, then that would be sort of even things out a little bit. But yeah, this isn't a game where I can undo false positives. I can undo false negatives, but not false positives, unfortunately. So I will leave that with you to decide how to play moving forward from here. Vietnam is the answer. Brand new Halo giving us Vietnam. Singapore, 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 Shanghai, Singapore, Singapore, Thailand, Singapore, 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 Malaysia, and Thailand were all incorrect, I fear. That's why you went 6 here. Okay, thank you for your good sportsmanship there, Clive. And it's not going to affect the rest of the game. Thank you for your forbearance. Let's find out who's going through and who's going home.
Effrontery and Oni 91_573. You have been eliminated.
Effrontery and Oni are out.
Passage has been granted to Inisk, with a bid of 6 and a response time of 4.58 seconds.
Again, a sub-5 answer with the maximum bid. Innis, you're the second player to get passage through to round number 2. Currently sat on 24 points, third most points in the game. On we go. We're losing players. We're dropping like flies. We lost 1 on the first question, 2 on the second. Let's see what question number 3 brings. Category is...
Start bidding on category 3.
2021 news.
2021 news.
Sorry, computer, that's your job.
Time. Get ready for the question.
There are a couple of sevens in here. Eyes on them for who can answer fastest. Here's your question. Announced on September 15th, what is the 5-letter acronym of the Trilateral Security Pact between Australia, the UK and the US that included the development of nuclear-powered submarines?
Time.
AUKUS is the answer, and fortunately this one doesn't look like it's condoned any false flag ones here. Sod France from Clive. Wrong answer is Natal Asnak. No answer from maybe me. Oz UK, pretty close Nata, but not close enough, I'm afraid. Copra Macro, UK USA, UCAN Boobs, Asime, and Sod France. Of course, that is an acronym, AUKUS. If it was pronounced AUKUS, which it might be, it would be an initialism. I don't actually know if it is pronounced AUKUS. If it is, it should have been an initialism. Either way, let's find out who's going through and who's going home.
Natarik, you have been eliminated.
Nata, your war's over.
Passage has been granted to Quizface, with a bid of 7 and a response time of 17.93 seconds.
So, maximum bid, but a steady answer. But it does show you that in this game, if you bid high, the rewards can be great. Very steady answer, but Quizface, you have got passage through to the next round. Bid range is now 1 to 8. We are down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 warriors remain. Let's go on to question number 4. Category is...
Start bidding on category 4. Mythology.
Mythology is a category. Yes, acronym is like NATO or FEMA or something. RSPCA, for example, is a...
Get ready for the question.
Initialism. Whereas if it's a word, it's an acronym. Bids are in. A couple of 8s in here. Here's your question. Hypothetically, who might have found his love interests, including Callisto and Europa on Love Island, if it took place on Crete, his birthplace?
Time.
I was going to say, if you got this one wrong, Zeus. Yeah, it's Zeus. Jupiter. Wrong mythology, David. That's Roman mythology rather than Greek. Hercules, the son of Zeus. Theseus, Eros, Apollo, Perseus, Jason, Ganymede, Odysseus, Orpheus, Apollo, and Minos are all incorrect answers. Very well done to brand new Halo, Zeus and Innis, who got that one right. He was panicking. Where Zeus features in the quiz he's in. Well, only 3 players getting it right, only one of whom has already gotten passage, so it's between Zeus and brand new Halo. Who bid more points? I think Zeus bid the maximum, but let's find out who's going through and who's going home.
Digitaldov 1D, Keller Coach, and Clivy off Legend. You have been eliminated.
3 more fallen warriors left, right, and centre.
Passage has been granted to Zaslis, with a bid of 8 and a response time of 9.79 seconds.
The panic registering the response time there, just under 10 seconds, Zeus, but you were the fastest high bidder there. You have gotten passage to the next round. 4 players now through to the next round. There are 6 slots remaining. We'll go and take a look at the board after this question, but for now, here's question number 5. Bid range is 1 to 9.
Start bidding on category 5. Television.
You have to start thinking, is this the one where you're going to commit or are you going to conserve points for later on?
Time.
Points are going to come in handy.
Get ready for the question.
There's an 8 and another 8. There is a 9 from Jogging Chum here. Jogging Chum will have advantage if they get it right. Here's your question. Which guest host of Jeopardy in 2021 also played the role of Lieutenant Commander Geordie LaForge on Star Trek The Next Generation? So it's American, it should be Lieutenant Commander. But I'm British, so I will insist on saying Lieutenant Commander.
Time.
And no answer from brand new Halo there, with a bid of 8. It's LeVar Burton, William Shatner Jones, F, Mayim Bialik, and Mike Richards, all incorrect. Burton or LeVar Burton, or even LeVar, I think would have been accepted on that one. So let's find out. Johnny Chum did get it right with the maximum bid. This could be good news for you. Let's find out who's going through and who's going home.
Topper 1 Gaming, you have been eliminated. Passage has been granted to Jogging Chum, with a bid of 9 and a response time of 9.85 seconds.
Coming in just under 10 seconds, but that maximum bid paying off for you, Jogging Chum. It was an all-in bid by the looks of it. The fact you've got 18 now, go big or go home, and you have gotten Passage through to round number 3. But of course, you can still be eliminated if you run out of points, so do bear that in mind. Let's take a look at the lobby. Proogs has gone down to 0 at this point. Toot is a joint leader with Innes on 35, though Toot is our lobby leader at the moment. Zeus has got 34, Quizface 26, Claire 23, Jogging Chum on 18, Lupine's on 11, Colo Shapes on 8, AB Me and Brand New Halo on 6, Aaron's on 4, BC on 2, Kegler's on 1, Proogs and Topper on 0. Everyone else going into negative territory at this point. If you run a negative score on 0, you will only be able to bid the minimum, so you've got to slowly build your points back up. For now, let's go on to question number 6. The bid range is 1 to 10. Take a look at this.
Start bidding on category 6. Space exploration.
Space exploration.
Time. Get ready for the question.
Any 10s here? No 10s. High bid is with Colo with 8. Claire bidding 7. Let's keep an eye on those. Next question. NASA's Messenger space probe orbited which object in the solar system between 2011 and 2015? Colo has got an answer in. Colo as the high bidder will have priority if he is right. Correct answer was Mercury. Colo going for the moon, so he's not going to get advantage on this one and is going to lose 8 points. Just to touch on the previous question, or the previous but one, paying homage to Zeus's love of reality TV is the factoid I've got to go with that from Cyclespace there, Zeus. So I thought that would please you. Mercury was the right answer. BC going for Venus, Quizface for Saturn, Lupine for Jupiter, Shapes for Pluto, Bigman Aaron for Pluto, Jogging Chum for Pluto, and Colo for the moon. So, Colo was the only one to bid 8, so we've got to find out who it's going to go to, who's going through, and who's going home.
Colocola, you have been eliminated.
Oh, Colo's eliminated.
Passage has been granted to
falls to
Class
Claire.
0R with a bid of 7 and a response time of 9.72 seconds.
Class 0R. Sorry. Claire with the bid of 7, the next highest bid, just under 10 seconds again. You are through to round number 3. Very well played. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players are through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players remain. So of the 5 remaining players, potentially 4 of them could get passage. But the points on a few of them are looking a little bit dicey at the moment. So they are going to have to... Oh, hello. They're going to have to make sure that they can get some points up. And welcome to Huds and his Raiders. Huds, dude, welcome on in. Great to have you here. Welcome everybody. I see a Ponjos, I see a Huds, I see a CBK. Welcome to you all. Lovely to have you here. You're just in time for about the midpoint of Bidding War. Great to have you. Do stick around, and lovely to see you. Thank you for the raid. Let's go on. Question number 7. The bid range is now 1 to 11. Take a look at the category. If I focus on the right window.
Start bidding on category 7.
Spoingus.
Politics.
No, the category is politics. I'm just wondering where Spoingus comes from. Lovely raid message. Thank you for coming in, guys.
Time.
Hope you're keeping well.
Get ready for the question.
We've got a Max from Brand New Halo, and that's the only Max here, so... Advantage with Brand New Halo. Here's a question. In 2018, which world leader gave birth to her daughter with given names Neve T. Aroha? All good tonight, Huds. All good. Couple of Buzz-Off games. Quarterfinals of Buzz-Off to kick off. Now into some Bidding War. This is the last one before the Quizmas festivities begin on, begin tomorrow on Bash's channel. I'll say more about that towards the end. Jacinda Ardern was the answer, Prime Minister of New Zealand. Suchi is the wrong answer. I'm not sure, Quizface, why that has not been condoned. That is what I would call phonetically plausible. I'm going to let you have that, Quizface. Where are you? Quizface and condoned. Spelled incorrectly, but... yeah, still technically a correct answer. I can see what you mean by there. And no answer from Jogging Chum there. Let's find out who's going through and who's going home.
No eliminations.
No eliminations on that question.
Passage has been granted to Welike Shapes, with a bid of 4 and a response time of 4.48 seconds.
Low bid, but fast response time, and no one with a higher bid managing to get the right answer. Shapes, you are through to round number 3. Congratulations. 3 spots remain. 4 players are still in contention for it. Big Man Aaron, Lupine, BC, and Brand New Halo. BC and Lupine looking on very low points at the moment. We could have fewer than 10 going through. Let's find out what happens with the next category. Bid ranges 1 to 12. Take a look at this.
Start bidding on category 8.
It's movies.
Time. Get ready for the question.
So a question on movies. High bid of potential players is Lupine on 5. Mathematical bid by the looks of it. Primarily shot in black and white. What is the only movie directed by Steven Spielberg to have won an Oscar for Best Picture? This is a great question, and I did not know that this was the 12, because I've seen the answer. I did not know that this was his only one that's won Best Picture. What a terrific question.
Time.
It's Schindler's List. The artist was not Steven Spielberg. 2 players going for the artist. The colour purple was, I'm pretty sure, in colour, as the title suggests. Maybe, I don't know. I've never seen The Colour Purple, I have to say. But no, the artist. I'm pretty sure the artist wasn't Steven Spielberg. No, directed by Michael Hazanavicius, starring Jean Dujardin, but not Spielberg. It did win Best Picture though. Most players getting this one right. Let's find out. Yes, it wasn't Spielberg. It was French. But to be fair, Quentin Tarantino's directed some films that aren't entirely in English. Let's find out who's going through and who's going home.
No eliminations.
Still no eliminations.
Passage has been granted to the Lupine, with a bid of 5 and a response time of 6.74 seconds.
Very well played, Lupine. You've gotten passage to the next round. There are 2 questions left. Big Man Aaron and BC both on 3. Brand New Halo on 2. Everyone else looking fairly safe. AB Me still on single figures, but if he wants to play it safe, he can guarantee his way into round 3. Next question. The range is 1 to 13. Take a look at the category.
Start bidding on category 9. Weights and measures.
Weights and measures. BC, is this the one you're going to commit to? All bids in from our hot seat players.
Time. Get ready for the question.
Brand New Halo's all in. BC is waiting for another one, and Big Man Aaron is going down the middle. Let's see what the question brings. Which ancient unit of weight, a little more than 11 grams, is also part of the name of Israel's currency? Answers all in.
Time.
Correct answer is the shekel. Kel. What was the question? I don't know if that's condonable. Ancient unit of weight. I'm pretty sure kel is not going to fly here. The Israeli currency is the new Israel shekel. Just a little bit of factoids for you. Also, factoid on the last question. Spielberg also won Best Director for Saving Private Ryan, but it didn't win Best Picture. So there we go. Kel, Rab, Bushel, very close but not right. Nar and La and Cubit, all incorrect. Part of threw me. Bad luck there, AB me. Well, let's find out who's going through and who's going through, if anyone, and who's going home.
No eliminations.
We have got someone through.
Passage has been granted to Brand New Halo, with a bid of 2 and a response time of 7.2 seconds.
Brand New Halo, you are through to round 3 on 4 points. Very well played. With 1 question to go, BC and Big Man Aaron. BC, you've got 2 points. Big Man Aaron, you've got 1. You both might as well go all in if you want to stay in the main game. But at this point, if you don't get this one right, then you are going home irrespective. Best of luck to you all. Here is category number 10. Could we have
Start
a perfect
on category
round
10.
2?
Word origins.
Word origins is a category. Perfect round 2 would be where we end up with exactly 10 players left anyway.
Time.
No players being eliminated just from not getting passage.
Question.
We'll find out. BC is indeed all in. Big Man Aaron is going for 1. There's a couple of high bids going on here as well. Claire going for 10. Innes going for 9. Here's your question. Which 9-letter word is derived from the name of a news photographer played by Walter Santesso in the film La Dolce Vita, sorry. Which 9-letter word is derived from the name of a news photographer played by Walter Santesso in the film La Dolce Vita?
Time.
It's paparazzi. Would have also accepted paparazzo. or paparazza. But for some reason, not paparazzi spelt like that, or paparazzo spelt like that. As I've just said that, lupine and shapes, I am going to condone those answers. The lupine one, condone, and we lecker shapes, condone. Paparazzo, paparazzi, phonetically plausible is what we say. So it's going to be either BC or Big Man Aaron Quizface getting that one wrong, but already with passage. Let's find out who's going through and who's going home.
No eliminations.
No eliminations, but it's BC
Passage
with the high
has
bid.
been granted to BC 2014 with a bid of 2 and a response time of 9.46 seconds.
So we have our 10 round 3 players. Very well done to Brand New Halo, AB, me, BC, Zeus, Quizface, Lupine Shapes, Innis, Claire, and Jogging Chum. You are all through to round 3. Unfortunately, Big Man Aaron, we've had 10 questions. You've not yet earned passage, so I'm afraid for you, the war is over. That's the end of round 2.
End of round 2. Big Man Aaron 1, you have been eliminated.
Something slightly nihilistic about the computer saying that into the silence after the drums have stopped. So we have our 10 round 3 players. Let's just go and take a look at the lobby for the sake of Proogs. And Tutu is way out in front on 71. Innis with a very nice 69 there in second. And Claire in third with 46. Just a point ahead of Zeus on 45. Bit of a gap down to Quizface on 26, and then Shapes and Lupine on 22 and 21. That's a weird bug that happens, the fact your napes are there. Weird bug that happens when I condone an answer. No idea why that is, and I haven't had the the desire to want to go and hunt it down because it's fairly innocuous and harmless. Proogs, our only other lobby player there, on 2 points at the moment, so still surviving and paddling upstream, as it were. We're going to go on to round number 3. Let's explain the rules.
Round 3. Survival of the fittest.
So, survival of the fittest, you'll face up to 8 questions. Prior to each question, you'll be shown a category. Bid from 5 points up to your current score based on the category. Abstaining from bidding will cause a default bid of 5 and 10 seconds to submit your bid as ever. Answering correctly will award you your bid. Answering incorrectly or failing to submit an answer will cost you your bid, and 20 seconds to submit an answer. At the end of each question, not each round, but at the end of the question, the player or players with the lowest score will be eliminated. Play continues until only 2 players remain. Still got that weird bug where if everyone gets eliminated and leaves it with 1, it crashes the game. So hopefully that won't happen. It is on the list. I will fix it at some point. But for now, let's just hope that we avoid it. Play continues until only 2 remain, and as soon as only 2 remain, then we will go to the final, and we may lose some questions. BC, you've been lit up in red because you are the player in jeopardy at the moment with the lowest score. If you still have the lowest score at the end of this question, you will be eliminated. Very best of luck to you all. Bidding from 5 up to your score. The first category in Survival of the Fittest is...
Start bidding on category 1.
Shakespeare.
Time.
Here's your
Get
time.
ready for the question.
BC's all in. Innis going 21, Claire going 25. Big bids here from a couple of players. Here's your question. Which female Shakespearean character speaks the line, "What's done cannot be undone"? Answers from all our hot seat players.
Time.
And there's your time. It is Lady M, the female lead from the Scottish play Act 5, Scene 1. Majority of players getting the right answer there. ABME going for Juliet, Brand New Halo going for Cleopatra. We do have to lose somebody who's got the lowest score. BC getting it right was in jeopardy, but 2 players on 5 both getting it wrong. Did they both bid the max? I think they probably did. Let's find out whose war is over.
With a score of 0, Brand New Halo, and a 208, you have been eliminated.
Yes, it only zooms in on 1 player if there's a double elimination, but fortunately you're next to each other so we can see you both going down. Once again, BC, you are in jeopardy here on the low score of 8 points. It is possible for you to survive, but it does depend on what your cohorts do at this point. Because we've had a double elimination, we will see a maximum of 7 questions in this round. Bid range is still 5 up to your score. Here's the next category.
Start bidding on category 2. Comedians.
Going for comedians. BC with a very fast bid. Probably going all in, but best strategy at this point.
Get ready for the question.
Indeed they have. Again, really fairly middling bids. Innes with a high bid here of 20, Shapes on 18. Here's your question. Born in Glasgow in 1962, which comedian and recent game show host hustled to write the memoir American on Purpose, The Impossible Adventures of an Unlikely Patriot? Long question. Do you know the answer?
Time.
Craig Ferguson. Well done if you got that. An ellipsis from Jogging Chum, a pass from Claire, Frank Skinner from Shapes, Adewade from Lupine, no answer from Quizface, and John Barrowman from BC. Good guesses all, but only 2 players getting the right answer. Innes now to 110, a very nice score indeed. But let's find out whose war is over.
With a score of 0, BC 2014, you have been eliminated.
First time on the stream. Very good effort to get to round 3 of Bidding War. It is no mean feat, but BC, I'm afraid your war is over. Thank you for playing. So, Jeopardy now is with Shapes on 11 points. That red glow is on you. Not necessarily a massive advantage to wager all your points here, though you might want to play that strategy. Innes with a clear lead of 110, Zeus on 70, Claire on 56. Everyone else is sort of in the teens. So, strategy is going to be very much dependent on what the category comes up as, I think. 5 up to your current score. Category for question number 3 is...
Start bidding on category 3.
It's geography.
Geography.
Or geography, if you're a computer.
Time. Get ready for the question.
He's going for 10. Innes going for 40 here. Shapes has indeed gone all in. Here's your question. What is the only Central American country that has a coastline on the Pacific Ocean, but not on the Caribbean Sea? What a delightful question. Geography question. There's your time. It's El Salvador, Nicaragua, Belize, Costa Rica, Nicaragua, Costa Rica, Panama. All incorrect answers. Claire, the only player to get the right answer there, El Salvador. I guess she concedes in the chat. A good one at that. Shapes going all in there. Did anyone else go all in? Is it just Shapes whose war is over? Let's find out. Computer, whose war is over?
With a score of 0, Welike Shapes, you have been eliminated.
It is just Shapes. Thank you for playing. Your war is over. Quizface now in jeopardy with just a single point. It's getting pretty tight down at the bottom end. Quizface on 1, Jogging Chum on 8, Lupine on 10, and then there's a bit of a gap. Innes on 70, Claire 76, Zeus on 60. Such other swings in this game. Toot still with the lead in the lobby on 91. Quizface is going to have to hope that somebody goes all in and gets it wrong, and he gets it right. Let's find out. Category for the next question is...
Start bidding on category 4. Non-pop music.
Non-pop music.
Time.
Here's your
Get
time.
ready for the
Quizface going for a
question.
default bid. Zeus for 5, Quizface for 1, Lupine for 5. Innes is all in here. The snare drum part plays the same 24-note pattern 169 times in which piece of music by a French composer? No, it's not the Bidding War soundtrack. Innes the first to answer. I'm not surprised. I know Innes is a bit of a classical music bod.
Time.
And there's your time. It's the Bolero. I can't name any, says Zeus. Oh! Innes has gone for Ravel! Snare drum part plays the same 24 pattern 169 times in which piece of music by a French composer? It's by a French composer was the Pavlov, but the question was which piece of music? That's how it goes. Famously, actually, Ravel said he hated that piece. To be fair, it's quite tedious. It is the same thing. Dum da 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 dum da 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 dum da 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 da. It's not dissimilar from the Bidding War snare, but everybody getting that one wrong. Goodness gracious me! What is that going to do to the scores? And computer, whose war is over?
With a score of 0, Quizface and Innes, You have been eliminated.
My. Innes, what a turnaround. Quizface going as well, but Innes, the former leader, has gone all in on a classical music question and gotten it wrong in an RTFQ moment. So we will now face a maximum of 6 questions in this round 3, because we've only got 4 players left. Jogging Chum, Jeopardy is now with you on 3. Lupine, Jeopardy is with you on 5. Zeus and Claire could guarantee their way through to the final. It depends if they want to go for hubris and high scores, because remember, in this game, you get 5 pennies for every question you get right. It is not reflective of your score, so getting the question right is the thing that gets you pennies, not the score you have. So, is it a foregone conclusion? Let's find out. Get your bids in. Here's the next category.
Start bidding on category 5. The periodic table.
It's the periodic table.
Time.
Jogging Chum cannot bid because they have fewer than 5 points and will be given the default of 3, which is their score. Here's the question. Take the sum of the atomic numbers of all group 12 elements and subtract the sum of the atomic numbers of all group 9 elements. What is the result?
Time.
I'm hoping I've got a factoid here. 15, 21, 69 and 0. 0 is probably what I would have gone for. Here's your factoid. The answer is 12. There are 4 elements in group 9 and group 12, and the atomic elements of the 2 in the same row differ by 3, 12 minus 9, multiplied by 4 to get 12. Group 12 is zinc, cadmium, mercury, copernicum, totaling 270. Group 9 is cobalt, rhodium, iridium, meitnerium, which is a total of 258. It's one of those ones, it was really a science question rather than a maths question. A science question disguised as a maths question, you could say. But everyone getting it wrong. Let's find out whose war is over.
With a score of 0, the Lupine and Jogging Chum, you have been eliminated. End of round 3.
And that's it. Lupine and Jogging Chum both going all in on that question, both getting it wrong, which means we are left with just 2. Zeus on 50 and with a very slight advantage on 51. Claire, you are going to go into the final as the slight favourite, getting slightly more cogs on the pendulum of war. Not the pendulum, the swingometer of war. And actually, Claire and Zeus have got positions 1 and 2, 51 and 50. Then Toot, who's a lobby player, on 46, and everyone else is on 0 or fewer at this point, having bled a lot of points out in that round. Well, it is going to come down to Claire and Zeus in this final of Bidding War. Just before we go there, I'm just going to check in with the database, which, by the way, has had a bit of an update today. There are some new features on that. I haven't backdated games yet. That's a job for tomorrow, but I will do at some point. Let's look at Claire. No medals here on Bidding War. And let's take a look at Zeus as well. Zeus has got a Bidding War Gold and a Bidding War Silver. He's come first and he's come second. So, Zeus, you're going to get another medal in your cabinet tonight. Is it going to be a gold one or a silver one? Claire, you're going to get a Bidding War medal in your cabinet tonight. Is it going to be gold or silver? Time will tell. Let's go to the final round tonight. Dramatic music notwithstanding, it is Claire versus Zeus, and Claire with the slight advantage. Let's explain the rules of round number 4.
Round 4. Domination.
Round 4 is called Domination. The array shows 21 lit circles. The player who was ahead at the conclusion of round 3 is 11, and the runner-up has 10. So, Claire, you've got the advantage. You will face up to 10 questions. Prior to each question, you'll be shown a category. Bid from 1 to 3 points based on that category. Answer the question correctly, and the array will swing in your favour the amount of points you bid. Answer incorrectly or fail to submit an answer, and the array will swing in your opponent's favour the amount of points you bid. Both players' answers and bids are taken into consideration, so the maximum swing per question is 6. If you both bid 3 and one gets it right, one gets it wrong, then that's a swing of 6 in favour of the one who gets it right. 20 seconds as before to submit your answer. Whichever player manages to swing the array entirely to their colour wins the game. If no winner has emerged after 10 questions, the player with the most lit circles will be the winner. As before, whisper to the bot, I wish you both the very best of luck. 1 to 3 in the lobby as well for what difference it makes if you have a positive score. Good luck. Let's play Domination. First category then.
The category is sports.
Sports. Zeus is in very fast. Need a bid from you, Claire. 1 to 3. There's a bid. 3 seconds in the lobby.
Bidding concluded. Get ready for the
Starting
question.
strong. 1 bid each. His first question. In 2008, the Nikolai the
15
Chairman
seconds.
Zashin became a world champion of which hybrid sport after he defeated Frank
10
Anti-Terror
seconds.
Stolt in the 5th round after Stolt lost his queen? Both players have answered, so 5 seconds in the lobby. Chess boxing is the answer, and that's exactly what you've both gone for. Very well played. That is deadlock after the first question. Claire's still with the advantage. Let's go to question 2.
The category is musicals.
Musicals. Zeus's bid. As is Claire. 3 seconds lobby.
Bidding concluded.
Claire slightly more
Get
aggressive
ready
here.
for the question.
3 against Zeus's 2. Here's your question. Based on a 2001 film of the same name, which 2018 musical included the
15
painter
seconds.
Henri de Toulouse-Lautrec as a character.
10 seconds. 5
Claire's in.
seconds.
And Zeus is in. Last couple of seconds in the lobby.
Time.
Moulin Rouge was the correct answer, either with or without the exclamation mark would have been condonable. Very well played, both correct, but Claire with the high bid, that is going to be a swing of 1 in your favour. Both very strong so far.
The
Claire
category
pressing her
is
advantage.
meteorology.
The next category is meteorology. Zeus is in. Claire is in. 3 seconds lobby.
Bidding concluded.
Now Zeus on the aggressive
Get
here.
ready
3
for
to
the
Claire's
question.
2. Here's your question. Haiyan, Mujige, and Hagibis are retired
15
names of which
seconds.
specific weather phenomenon? Claire's in.
10 seconds.
And Zeus is in.
Time.
Typhoon and tornado are the answers that are here. Typhoon is the answer the card has given. Let me have a look and see what the factoid says. It says specifically, do not accept cyclones or hurricanes. Typhoons are specifically in northwestern Pacific Ocean. Hurricanes occur in the Atlantic and northeastern Pacific. Cyclones is not specific enough. And tornado doesn't even factor into the option, so I'm not going to accept that, I'm afraid, Zeus. But typhoon is a correct answer, Claire. And with Zeus getting that wrong and bidding 3, you getting that right and bidding 2, that's going to be a swing of 5 in Claire's favour. Zeus with just 4
The
lights left.
category is mathematics.
The next category is mathematics. Both
Bidding
players bid,
concluded.
and both players have bid
Get
3.
ready for the
A
question.
lot at stake here. We could have game on this question. 210 is the base 3 representation of which number? Answer
15
in base
seconds.
10.
10 seconds. 5 seconds.
Zeus is in, Claire is in.
Time.
It's 21. You're both incorrect. 18 and 7. So convert from base 3 to base 10 by multiplying 1 by the rightmost digit, 3 by the next digit, and 9 by the next digit, etc. Increasing by a factor of 3 for each digit. 210 in base 3 becomes 2 to the power 9 plus 1 to the power 3 plus 0, which equals 20. Sorry, 2 times 9 plus 1 times 3 plus 0, which gives us 21. Circle space, the maths teacher here. You're both wrong, so it is deadlock on this question despite both bidding 3. Scores stay exactly where they were. So you still with 4 lights
The
left.
category is
Category
photography.
5 is photography. Both players have bid.
Bidding concluded.
Again, both on the aggressive
Get
here.
ready
3 and
for the
3
question.
could be the final question. In photography, what one-word name is generally given to lenses with a
15
fixed
seconds.
focal length?
10 seconds. 5 seconds. Time.
Last second answers. We've got no clue. GG Claire and Fox. The answer is prime, so both wrong. So again, we have deadlock. Zeus, it's not GG just yet because you both bid 3 and you're both wrong. Still with 4 lights, Zeus.
The
Next
category
category.
is bodies of water.
Bodies of water. Zeus is in. Claire is in. 3 seconds in the lobby.
Bidding concluded.
And again, both on the
Get
aggressive
ready
here.
for the question.
Which body of water is known as Pohjanlahti in
15
Finnish and
seconds.
Bottniska viken in Swedish?
10 seconds. 5 seconds.
Zeus is in. Claire is in. The Arctic Ocean, spelt without a C, or without 2 C's, and the North Sea, both of which are incorrect. It's the Gulf of Bothnia. Gulf of Bothnia is located in between Sweden and Finland. So again, we have deadlock for the 3rd question in a row, and the lights are not moving. Zeus still with 4 lights. He is going to need to start making a comeback soon. With 4 questions to go, the category is fashion. Claire is in. Zeus is in. 3 seconds in the lobby.
Bidding concluded.
And for the 4th question
Get
in a row,
ready
both
for
bidding
the
3.
question.
Here's your question. Founded by designers with first names Domenico and Stefano,
15
which
seconds.
fashion house designed costumes for Madonna's Girly Show World Tour in 1993?
seconds.
Zeus is in.
5 seconds.
And Claire is in.
Time.
It's Dolce and Gabbana. Claire at the 11th hour managing to get an answer, so this time it's another deadlock, but this time you're both right. Claire almost letting the time get away from her. That would have been a swing of 6 in Zeus's favour, would have put us back to where we started, but as it is, we're at deadlock again. So,
The
Zeus holding the
category is
line.
food.
3 questions to go, the category is food, both players bidding very, very fast.
Bidding concluded.
And they're both bidding
Get
3.
ready
Here
for the
comes the
question.
question on food. Which North African dish with a reduplicative name is
15
typically made
seconds.
with semolina grains?
10 seconds.
Zeus is in. Claire is in. Typo from Zeus in the chat.
Time.
Couscous is the right answer, phonetically plausible, though Zeus and I do condone these manually, so no drama. And again, we're hitting deadlock. Both players bidding 3, both players getting it right. We stay exactly where we are. So,
The category is philosophers.
philosophers. Zeus, you are going to have to make some movement here. If it is deadlock again on this question, you cannot pull back enough points to win, even if it's a 3-3 tie.
Bidding concluded.
And you're both going aggressive
Get ready
again.
for the question.
Claire could have played safe here. Let's have a look. The 17th century philosopher and mathematician Émilie du
15
Châtelet
seconds.
invited which other philosopher to live at her country house and became her longtime
10
companion?
seconds.
Claire's in.
5 seconds.
And Zeus is in.
Time.
Voltaire is the answer. On the last question, reduplicative means the same or similar sound repeated, like haha or papa. So couscous would also fall into that category. It's another deadlock, which means there is not enough points for Zeus to get back, even if there is a max bid of 3. But you both got Voltaire, so very well played. Points staying where they are. Go for 3 anyway,
The
Claire.
category is war.
Final category, appropriately enough, is war. Zeus is in. Claire is in.
Bidding concluded.
Claire going
Get
for 2
ready
this
for
time.
the question.
Zeus going for the 3. Here's your question. Which English poet fought in the Greek War of Independence and died of
15
fever in
seconds.
1824 during the war?
10 seconds. 5 seconds.
Zeus is in.
Time.
And Claire is out of time. It's Lord Byron was the answer. No answer from Claire, which means that is wrong. Byron is the correct answer. That's going to be a swing of 5 in Zeus' favour, but too little too late. I'm afraid the war is now over, and Claire, to the victor go the spoils. And there we have it, Claire. Your plinth in honour of Clazor, who won the war. It's not a very good plinth. I need to make a better one. Maybe a horse. A horse on its rear legs, maybe with one leg in the air. That could be really fun. And then your avatar on the front of it, a horse or a lion, a rampant lion would be fun as well. Rampant lion. Yeah. Fun fact: Lord Nelson was apparently only like 5'4", like the same height as Danny DeVito. Is it any wonder they put him on such a big column?
He suffered from seasickness as well.
Did he suffer from seasickness?
It's quite well documented.
That's really very funny.
He had really terrible seasickness.
Well, very many congratulations to Claire, who has won the war. And a message from our sponsor, Digital David.
Minus THRTY3.
That's 30 computer. It's not THR. Oh, no, he's missed out an R, yeah. You confused the computer. Minus 33. Thank you very much for the 100 bits there, David. That is the end of the war, and I can test out my new app. So we've got Bidding War. I need to find Cyclespace, because it is Cyclespace who wrote this pack. And if I click Cyclespace and then press Set for Author, there we go, Cyclespace is set. Claire, you have won the war. Very well done. You are our gold medalist. Zeus, our valiant runner-up, takes the silver medal. And now cut that out in the lobby. Takes a high score for the lobby. 100 pennies going to Cyclespace, and those medals should be added automatically if I press award medals. It's much easier with this new system, I have to say. They should have been written to the drive. And, of course, 5 pennies for every question in the lobby when the credits roll, when you got right. Very well done, Claire. Your first medal in Bidding War, and a gold one at that. Very many congratulations to you. Only managing to pull himself out of the negative figures up to 3 at the end, and everyone else finishing in the negatives. It is a game in Bidding War where actually finishing with a positive score is often a great achievement, because it is a tough game because of the way the rules work. But thank you all very much for playing, and congratulations to Claire, who has won the war. Yes, very good night for Claire, getting to the semi-finals of Buzz Off and winning Bidding War. Zeus managing to hold the fort for so long, but not leaving enough points to actually get through to the win at the end. But that's the way the war goes. I'm not going to do a final End of Night penny because, as I said earlier on, I think I've broken the penny system. I need to fix that. But thank you very much to Cyclespace for a delightful pack, and again, thanks to Samster for proofing that for us as well. Lovely pack, and a great game indeed. So, I am going to... I can't turn the camera without stopping the game, so you're going to have to just listen to my voice without seeing my face, I'm afraid. Tomorrow is December, and December means Quizmas is upon us. So what you need to do tomorrow at 8 o'clock is go over to twitch.tv/80_bash. Bash and I are going to be leading the 12 days of Quizmas over the next month, leading up to the last one being on the 21st or 22nd of December. It's going to be awesome. We're alternating between us. So Bash is launching tomorrow. I am then having the second day of Quizmas on Saturday, and then it'll be me. And then we sort of do sort of pairs. So Ash is starting and finishing, and then we've got pairs in between. So just because of the way the schedule has fallen. Bash is going to be here tomorrow with the first day of Quizmas. There are prizes to be won and special festive trivia. And I know that the pack for tomorrow, the pack that is coming in tomorrow for the first day of Quizmas, I know I've written it. So I'm going to be there as well, and there's other stuff going on which I am not at liberty to say. You'll have to tune in to find out, as well as find out what the prizes are as well. So it's all very exciting. The next sort of 3.5 weeks are given over to Quizmas specials, prizes, festive trivia, and of course our Quizmas advent calendar is coming back. Very much looking forward to it. Starting tomorrow on Ash's stream, back here with me on Saturday, also at 8 o'clock. And let's not forget, along the way, we've also got our great friend Topper is doing his Topper's Quizzical Christmas, Topper1 Gaming. So go give him a follow. His Quizzical Christmas is starting on Sunday with, if I go to the right page, what's on? Topper's Quizzical Christmas on Sunday the 5th of December at 8 o'clock. Rebound and the 21st question is what Topper is kicking off with on Sunday. So lots of festive trivia. Who needs Quizmas when you have Quizzical Christmas? We're not going to set ourselves up as rivals here, Topper. It's all in good fun. All in good joint comradeship, I suppose. So that has been Bidding War. Quizmas is approaching. I'm very excited. I hope you are as well, and I hope you will join Ash tomorrow for the first day of Quizmas. Oh, and just to finish off tonight, a message from our sponsor, Zeusless.
Thanks for the fun stream, Ben. National Park Love Hotel Statue of Liberty Roller Coaster Satellite Globe Curling Stone.
All I got from that was Love Hotel, but thank you very much for the 100 bits there, Zeus. Very grateful to you, and I'm glad everyone has enjoyed it. We have got 2 people into the semi-final of Buzz Off, and we have got a winner of the war. From here on out, it is all Quizmas up until the end of the season, which will be middle of December, which is going to be my season end. My last episode is probably, I think it's 3 weeks tonight. It's a Tuesday evening, I think it's the 21st of December. That will be my season finale, because season 5 has gone on forever. We're almost up to episode 50 now. So do join me for that. We'll have the final of Buzz Off, the penny prize giveaway, and all sorts of other festive fun as we approach the Christmas season. Until next time, I'm going to go and fix this controller app and make sure it clears the pennies in between each one. You have been watching Game Night. I have been Royal Flush. Thank you so much for joining me. It has been a treat this evening. Absolutely marvellous to have you here. So thank you very much indeed. Until tomorrow, I will be around tomorrow for the first day of Quizmas on Ash's channel, and indeed on Saturday here for the second day of Quizmas. Be splendid, be safe, be marvellous, keep warm, stay safe out there. And until next time, I'm going to do my peace out of the camera, even though you can't see me. Peace out, take care, good night, and Claire, congratulations, because you have won the war.